Good evening everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday so far. Lovely to have you all here. Let's swap on over to my garrison. How is everyone? Good evening one and all. Good evening Stalkcraft, Fishboy, Xeonom, Yelex here, Wondersheep, X-Propane, Fishboy, Eridastia, we've already done the second Fishboy, and then Alexia, and Shush, is that Shush X? Good evening to you, Gautier, Camby Sama, Hellrider, Atla. Good evening one and all, lovely to have you here. How's your week been so far? I hope it's all going well at the beginning of, what is it, it's Tuesday today, isn't it? I sometimes lose track of days, they all merge into one. Inkstained, lovely to have you here. Good afternoon from Middle America, lovely to have you here. We have a Jack. Good evening Jack, hope you're doing well. Creatives is here, good evening, and Netherwings, hello to you, and just reset all your LVI config on all your characters, going really well for you. Good luck on that one. LVI I think is quite a comprehensive one, isn't it? Vintageo, good evening, I'm doing very well, thank you very much myself. Middle America here too, excellent. Now to fix it, that's the interesting part. I've never tried it myself, but I've already got a fair number of add-ons on already, and I keep on adding more. I'm very tempted to get all the things next, and then I'm really going to completely fill out my add-ons. Let's have a look. We've got a few things to do here. Let's go check the mail because everything's expired first, and we'll repost everything on after that, and then we'll get going in the gold making department. So let's deal with all the expires. Excuse me. There we go. Simulation, thank you so much. 2 months, that is amazing. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for your support. Kicking off the stream with a wonderful 2 months up. Thank you so much. Right, all those have come off. Is that everything? Looks like we've got our bag space full. So let's get posting on that lot. There we go. Been busy all week with finding a good UI for LVI. Haven't found the perfect one yet. I guess it's one of those things, like a bit like WeakAura, is you can either do one yourself that's absolutely perfect, or you can find one that's close enough, and that will probably help. Good evening, Simulation. Lovely to have you here. Same, tell me when you find one. I know Mushy uses LVI. I don't know what setup she uses for it. It's an interesting one, that's for sure. Alright, let's go through all of this, load this back onto the auction house. You keep hearing music from Nibelheim. Where's music from Nibelheim, Jack? Oh yes, love the new video and the Zenkiki cameo. Yes, that was an adventure. I'd never met Zenkiki before. That was I was most surprised to see him suddenly turn into the aquatic form. And we'll meet Zenkiki again in a future episode as well. Should I? As a lover from the game series. Oh, is that that Final Fantasy? Oh, right, okay. I don't remember the locations, but that's brilliant. Yeah, he's definitely a character with Zenkiki. It was great fun to see him. Okay, let's get rid of the expires, and then we'll do some more. It's kind of sad I missed out on that rare spider, though. I'm going to get myself... I got Rare Scammer added onto my add-on list, and I want to get Silver Dragon as well, so that I don't miss any rares like that again. And Nextrium, good evening to you. You are in Midgard. Midgard I remember. Alright, let's go through that. So where Sephiroth was kept, where Dr. Yoho lived. Oh, right, wow. Okay, it's been many years since I played it, Jack. So I'll use that as my excuse.
Have anything ancient to trade? To be at least 2 centuries old.
And Veleco, good evening to you. I didn't see... there you are. Good evening. Lovely to have you here. And happy with what I had. Actually reset and configuring a new character, very basic, don't change that much. It needs to play nicely with things and multiboxing. Right, right, okay. There you go, I missed a few bits and pieces there. If I did miss anyone coming in, I do apologise. Lovely to have you all here. Palamoxy, nice to watch me. Have a question. Which realm would I recommend to make gold? Low, medium, or high, or full? Or population doesn't matter. Largely, it has an effect, certainly. It depends on your play style. If you like the fast-paced and cutthroat marketplace, then go for something high to full. If you would rather post your auctions on and not have an immense amount of competition, then go for medium to low. And if you want to bid in the middle, then go for sort of medium to high. Too many hours on Hamish and Done Deals, Hamish and Aspie Savage. Good evening to you first and foremost. Final Fantasy, too many hours on Final Fantasy. What's that? 7 and 11. Okay, almost as bad as EverQuest 1. Yes, I spent a lot of time on Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 9. That's where I spent many a weekend during those days when they came out first. I've never played 11 though. That's as far as I got. I got 7, 8, and 9 was as far as I got. I've still got my Red 13 t-shirt, which is absolutely awesome. Lionheart Squall. Yeah. Squall for the win. It's been many years since I played any of them though. That was back when I had my PlayStation 1. So it was a good 20 odd years ago, certainly. Almost there on reposting these on. Let's go through this and run a post scan. Yeah. Was very, very good. I've got an art book of Final Fantasy 9, which is just really, really nice. Lots of the original drawings in it. Looks absolutely phenomenal. I haven't played the remaster. I was tempted, very tempted, but I didn't in the end. Kurt90, good evening to you. I'm new to my stream, starting with TSM. You saw my videos online. Well, lovely to have you here, Kurt. If you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask in chat. That's what we're here for. Aerodacia, going in for a Silas. What kind of Silas would you like? And Grumpy Dad, I think I saw you come in there. Good evening to you as well. Sorry, I missed you there earlier. Best way to make Sam see a message, emotes only for 1 second. Yes, it was kind of like, hang on a minute, what's that? And then it disappeared again. There we go. Always slow mode, that works as well. Either way, you'll get my attention eventually. Lovely to have you here. Okay, we've got 4,000 gold since Sunday. A few deep sea bags, bit of food, Tome of Illusions, and another arcane crystal focusing lens. So those are doing well, Jack. And so we'll carry on with those. Let's take 4,000 gold. Should we take that now? Where are we at? 1,159,000. Let's keep the graph going up steadily rather than saving it for the week. We'll take things as they are and then keep on posting this through. I'll try not to spend it all. Dealer's choice. What have I got? Thanks for welcome. You're more than welcome. You play on a full pop since February. I was able to make the 5 million for Long Boy and another 3 million since then. Population can have an effect, but there is always a way to make gold. The trick is finding the best ways for your particular server. Hellrider's got it. It's down to the server as well, definitely. There we go. First sale of the day. Machinist Brilliance for 917 gold. Fortunately, starting a little too late. Won't be able to make it before Shell ends. Do we know if it's going to be available in the black market in the future? Yes, that's where it's going to be headed. Most likely for a price between 5 million and gold cap, which is 10 million. But we'll have to see when it becomes available on the black market auction house before we have a idea there. Oh yes, thank you, Valego. What kind of Silas did you want? I forgot that. Thank you, Vallegro. I'd forget my own head if it wasn't attached. Almost hit 2 million gold and then had to drop 140,000 on Zenithid to restock all your flasks. That was a sad moment. It's a nice place to be in when you're turning over a decent amount. Dealer's choice, whatever you want. Okay, maybe the original. Okay, Eridus, yeah, sorry, I missed what you meant with dealer's choice back then. Right, okay, I'm with you now. Okay, let's do original Silas. As we go. Okay. Silas! There you go. Proper Khan style. We'll go for. Thank you for the reminder, Allegro. Right, okay, we'll go through that. That's all posted on. We'll do our garrison duties now. That's ticking through, that's ticking through. So let's see how easily we can do our garrison stuff. So what we would want to do here is, we've got some herbs and things to start off with. So let's finalise our new level 3 herb garden. Such a classic, indeed. There we go, and then we can go through. We'll open up that first. There we are, and then we'll. Oh, I just dropped a trap. I didn't mean to drop a trap. I meant to actually use my speed. Let's just move that over there, and that back over there. I have to remember those keybinds swapping. There we go. We'll get all our Gorgon fly trap. Okay, I can see this is new. This is the extended area with the tree. And we also get some green skin apples. What do these do? They look interesting. What does it actually do? Restores health and mana, must remain seated. Oh, okay. I don't think I really need those. I'll leave those on the floor. Okay. Keep chat in place and help you in any way you can. Well, it's very, very much appreciated. Thank you. Right, let's go through there and then there. May have missed something in Garrison, Sam. How do you make it so you get all of one type of herb in your garden? So your herb garden has to be at least level 2, and you need the follower in there, which is usually Fiona, and which you get through questing. And then you can go inside the hut and you can specify just one kind of herb. So with Samadan we're doing Gorgon Flytrap because I use that in my Hexweave cooldowns. And with my other characters I'm going for Frostweed for use in the alchemical catalysts. Stop spending, that's the other one as well. Anyone else concerned about the wand vendor flip and what's going to do to the gold economy if it goes live next week? I've been looking at that one, Grumpy Dad. My feelings are mixed on it at the moment because it still does require relic of the past, so you still need to invest in materials. And I was watching a student video on it and he was talking about, well, you're still going to be limited by the amount of materials that people are going to be able to supply, and people will get to the point where you sell it for exactly the threshold where it's not going to make you a huge amount of money. So I've got a feeling it's going to balance itself out largely. I mean, also, don't forget the time it takes to disenchant, and you can't disenchant very easily without sitting there with a scroll wheel macro. So that's going to hold up your time and your attention, just disenchanting to get the materials. So I don't think it's quite the money maker that it possibly could be. I mean, it's also incredibly boring to do, but then we've got the scrapper, so you know, your mileage may vary on that one. So let's create all. There we go. Click the wrong one. So I don't know mine. I'm not fully sure on that one. Do I know how the old transmute and flask materials are going to function in Shadowlands? So a lot of things, a lot of the potions are getting a level cap of 50, so they won't work beyond 50. So that's going to be an issue for some of the potions, definitely. Is it not faster to send missions and buy herbs with the garrison resources? I think it probably is. I've read on other places that it is, but I've got this weird thing that I find it strangely fun, tending my garden. Is that strange? Buying them obviously does seem, you know, the most the time-effective way of doing it. But the fact that I can just go over to my garden, much like you can with the Tiller's farm, just going out and harvesting them, does give me a certain sense of satisfaction. Do I have the gloves which gives faster herbing? Yes, I do, and I've got the miner's pick as well. I've also got a couple of coffees here and another pick here, so this is going to help me with doing these. So I'll go down and do these. Zapinski, good evening to you, lovely to have you here. And Andy Key, lovely to have you here as well. Anyone else I missed coming in? I think you have the follow, but she only asked to come on patrol with you. Oh, right, okay. From what I've read in Shapes Discord, there's literally dozens of people ready to make 10 million plus first day of pre-patch. Wow. Okay, that's a huge amount. I'm not sure, in terms of materials and things, I've certainly not got enough. I can make maybe a few 100,000 at best with the amount I've been hoarding, and I've got a whole guild bank full of resources. So I might make maybe 1 million out of it total, tops, I would say. But not a huge amount, certainly. Let's get another coffee so we can get this going. There we go. There we go. And Twain66, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Just going to do my mine. There we go. Really enjoy creating and maintaining a garrison. Okay, it's not just me then, Kami-sama. Don't ask the follower, ask the other person nearby. Oh yes, it's the person inside, basically. Okay, we've got some extra. This is the extra area, isn't it, for our mine level 3? Okay, this is good. It's already being used. That was strange. And then we'll go here. We'll grab some more. We'll grab some more here. Got some more coffee. Grab another coffee. Always like to keep one in stock. And I can run out. I'm missing one there. Where did I miss that one? Around the other side. Can't rightly be bothered to go all the way around for that one. Let's go have a look. Hold on. Let's get that one we missed, which is there on the way out. This one down here. I've got to get familiar with the new layout of this mine. I haven't done a mine level 3 before. So we'll go around here. Oh, that connects up, does it? No, it goes. Oh, it goes up there and then you can come out maybe. Okay, that could be an option. There we go. I've actually thought maybe blowing it out of proportion. I hope so. I don't know. I need to look into it a bit more. I've made a monk character just to go over and have a look and see what the whole process involves in terms of what I think I might get out of it and the time it takes me to do it. And then I'll probably look at discussing the viability from that point of view, I would say. John's back. Good evening to you. You hated the garrison mod because everyone on the server just stayed there, but you love the garrison now. I think it's matured with age, definitely. And why you can't use your Prime sub on your phone? Have to log into your PC and able to sub someone. That's very strange. I have no idea. It's Apple. That's an Apple restriction. They require to have a cut of things like that. So Twitch disabled it. Oh, really? Okay. There we go. Wife came by and was disappointed that there was no cookie and no Oreo. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't provide them tonight. They are downstairs. They both had their annual jabs today, so they're probably just sitting in the corner at the moment, recovering from their visit to the vets. I have to use it when baby's fast asleep. No problem, Zapinski. Hoping for 1 million with the stock you have. Also been farming rare patterns like Arcanite Champion and Phantom Blade. So those could be interesting. Unfortunately, the effects on the Phantom Blade are restricted, I believe. And other ones that are similar to that. What did we just sell? Some biltong. Okay, that's good. Right, we're... Oh, barn work orders. Let's go have a look. We shouldn't need to tend these daily because they just should be going through now, I think. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of sumptuous fur there. I've got a decent amount ticking through anyway. I've still got some more going on, I think. Where do we see the work orders? Okay. Did that work? I can't see my work orders. There we go. Create all. 12 or 26. I'll add a few more. We've still got 31 wolves left on there we go. Darkwing, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Good morning from Australia. Sandy from Oz. Lovely to have you here. Poor Kitty's wife understands. She's a retired vet tech. Oh, right. Oh, wow. Yes, poor Oreo was... he's put on a slight amount of weight, but we'll have to keep an eye on him. He's 7.4 kilos. He's a big boy, definitely. And Cookie is slightly underweight, but she's incredibly lean with really long legs, so she's the hunter. I have a thought of just having one character handle my auctions. You have 2 bankrolls, one which is solid for handling auctions. It seems to work somewhat. I'm doing that with Samadan and Samadan over on NA, but with my characters here, I like the idea of having them all separate with their own little jobs and little things they're doing. Please bless my search for the Rage Steel Helm recipe. Can I get it as well? We'll give you some Crime Time gaming, and we'll give you as much streamer luck as I can pass on to you, definitely. He's a tank, yeah, definitely. Found a few rare enchants as well, thinking Boar Speed and Crusader as well. That's my problem too. Mine too. None of my shorts or jeans fit me anymore properly. Right, we'll jump through the characters, get their auctions listed on. Sumsy, good evening to you. Right one too, lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. We're just going through and posting everyone on and checking on their auctions at the same time and making sure their garrisons are all up to date. You do the same. Got my barn level 3 upgrade achievement yesterday. Now still trying to work out how the best way to not kill the wolves with your attacks. That's the trick. The trick, isn't it, Hellrider? You had the mage, wasn't it? That was causing the issues for you. Right, there we go. So let's go and deal with the expires. We've got some sales of light feet potions. Do I have a Silas on me at the moment? I don't. Because we'll post this lot on. We'll see what happens after that. One advantage of having distinct characters, which I'm starting to regret not doing, is that the cancel scanning is easier. That is true, actually, definitely. What allows you to attack walls in Nagrand and stay mounted? Yes, that one. We can click that one. So it's the Talbook thing that I got with a quest. I'm not sure how I got it exactly. I just through doing the quest line in Nagrand, I think I ended up getting it that way. That'd be a problem for crafting operations, knowing how many you actually have. On your warlock, you keep your weapon on, but remove the Azurite neck, and you can hit the wolves 2 times, and they're still at 50%. One hit if it crits. Oh, okay. It's the breadcrumb quest at the southeast corner. Okay, thank you, Grumpy Dad. That's very useful. Foam sword and go naked, but unfortunately the foam sword doesn't work on elites. Unfortunately, that's the main problem with that one. Pick the Talbot stable when you start the outpost in Nagrand. Ah, right, okay. We'll collect up this. Might as well collect up our gold tonight, and we'll post this lot on. Stone Deluxe, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Restocking is also a lot easier when each character sells what they make instead of sending to another character each time. Yeah, I find that incredibly useful. Literally, just everyone has their own personal. They have their own personal banks and they have their own personal stock of everything, and they're quite self-contained. The other thing I like is them all. I mean, I've skewed it slightly by Samadan having most of the gold now, but that was for purposes of testing on beta. But I like seeing each one's individual gold values go up, because then I can gauge which professions are doing well based on the amount of gold each of those characters have, which I find quite useful. You go arcane and get totally naked. 1 arcane barrage is enough to tap an elite. Okay. Arcane mage with no gear. Arcane explosion works most of the time, but occasionally it crits and one-shots the wolves. It works now, but you're worried for level 60 in Shadowlands. I'm not sure how it's going to work with Shadowlands, definitely. They all need to make 1 million at least. Yeah, that's what I like, Jack. I think that's a good way of looking at it, certainly. Incantus Flow, blast a random mob nearby if you hit 5 stacks of it. Oh, okay. Interesting. There we go. Continuous curing, so we'll do that. We'll do our daily alchemical catalyst. That gives us 20. Leatherworker, I'm not sure I need that. My bank is down here. My work orders. Oh, we need to go get our... pick up our flowers first. I mean, being a herbalist, this is obviously really quick. I need to get this up to level 3 for sure. Gives me a few extra. Very easy to do on this character. There we are. And we'll pick up those and place some more. There we are. So decent amount of herbs in one go from that lot. Then we'll go over into our garrison and we'll set that off in terms of what we need. I'll pick up our resources whilst I'm here. There we go. And then we'll head inside and we'll have a look. Okay. Is there a way to export my TSM profile in 4.10? Yes, there is. You basically go into your TSM under your groups under here, select the group you want to export, and then click on the little icon up here in the top right. Export this group, and then you'll export it that way. And saving my life mailing restocking gold from your auction house alt to your crafter at the moment. Yeah, that's another thing I kind of don't miss. Alright, we'll get herb garden level 3. Is that already known? We already have that. Hold on, let me have a look. We do already have that. Okay, can we sell that back?
Hi, how are you?
There we go, take that back. And then we'll upgrade. Okay, that needs collecting. We'll upgrade that one because we've just done that. We have Fiona in there. We need to go to our mine and collect that up. We need a miner in there as well at some point. Which follower is that? The Fiona follower, yes. So you get her from doing the quest line down here somewhere. By a caravan. There's a caravan down here. You do the quest line there and she becomes your follower. Is it there or is it slightly further up? It's somewhere in this diagonal line around here. Round about somewhere in Draenor. Heal to Death, thank you so much for the raid. That is so kind of you, thank you. How are you, Heal to Death? Apologies, I haven't heard of you before, but lovely to have you here. Thank you for stopping by with your raid. I hope you're doing well. Welcome everybody from Heal to Death's stream. What did you get up to today? Thanks for the stream, and it's time to go to bed. Okay, creatives, lovely to have you. Oh, this guy did guys to TSM. Yes, Lynx TV, that is me. Thank you, Heal to Death, for the follow, and Suez as well for the follow. He has sheets. I have 1 or 2 spreadsheets, certainly. Thank you, Vallegro, for doing the shout out for Heal to Death. It's lovely to have you here, and thank you so much for your kind raid. And so Scrumpy, good evening to you. What else have we got? Just catching everyone who came in. Urantalon, love the name. Oh, she needs to learn how to make gold at Heal to Death. Ah, right, you've come to the right place. So what are we doing at my garrison? So we are making sure we're all set up for a steady supply of sumptuous fur in our farms, because we're going to use the sumptuous fur for the relic 5. We can use that, and I can also use any spare to make hexweave bags. Kasha Wells, thank you so much. 2 months of your Prime, that is amazing. Thank you so much for your support. I have a whole lot of emotes for you. There we go. Let me click on all of those. There we go. That is incredibly kind of you. And Hellrider's got Drizzling Rose's Guide to the Garrison here. We also have things that we're working on here. We've got, as this character, Awakening, is my alchemist. We are also making alchemical catalysts for the Draenor Philosopher's Stone. This one, the Draenic Philosopher's Stone, because you can make that with the 5 catalysts. It currently vendors for 22 gold, but once pre-patch hits, that will vendor for 48 gold. So you can turn a little bit of gold that way just by processing those. That's why my herb garden is also making a load of frostweed, and my mine is also doing a whole load of stuff over here as well. We need to go over and mine that, in fact. Ardonimus. Donimus? Yes, Ardonimus, thank you so much for your Prime. It's incredibly kind of you, thank you so much. I have a whole load of emotes for you. There we go, thank you so much. And Might Thunder Fury, thank you also for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Right, we're upgrading our mine here. So we want to get our mine in our herb garden up to level 3. That's our mine up to level 3. Now I need to check, have I got the Peon's mining pick on me here? It's a weapon. Here we are. We've got the Peon's mining pick that will help me mine faster. So we'll do that. We'll go into cat form, I guess, for this, and race down inside. We've got one pickaxe here, preserved mining pick, which will make us mine even faster, like so. And then we'll run down here. Let's just grab a few more bits and pieces. Wow, kicking off a hype train.
Just subscribed. THX for being so helpful to the community. Stay as awesome as you are. You deserved my sub.
Olaf QT, thank you so much. Thank you for kicking off a hype train, and thank you so much for your support. That is absolutely amazing. Thank you. Hold emotes for you. That is absolutely brilliant. Pop those in the chat. There we go. Is it worth grabbing all the ore, and what do I use it for? So for the ore, I am going to use, well, the which one? The black rock ore I don't really have a huge use for at the moment, but the true iron ore I do at the moment, because that will be also used in a relic. So we'll keep hold of that. We can also sell it. Currently 8 gold 20, so that's not too bad. And sorry if it was already asked, I had to step away. Are we going to chat about the Wowhead post from this morning? Which one was that, Alexia? Was that the professions one I wrote? Or is it about something different? Please let me know. Darkwing?
A Spy Savage cheered. X100. Brian isn't the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy.
Love the Monty Python reference. That is amazing. Aspie Savage, thank you so much. That is wonderful. I'm just running around here. What did I miss there? That's Vallejo doing the garrison summary for you there. And John's back, thank you so much.
John's back cheered. X100. Choo choo.
Thank you all for the support. It's really amazing. Up to level 2 already. And Nibstress, I missed you coming in there. Thank you so much for the follow. There we go. And what else? If I have missed anything coming in with the text, please let me know. Who is Lion here? Let me just go around here and collect this up. I think... Oh, that's in the water. That's interesting. That slows things down somewhat. Now I think I can come out of there into the other... That might lead me out into the other one, but I can't see a way through, so I won't try that. Instead, I'm going to run round instead. Oh, Grumpy Dad, thank you so much. Gifting out 5 subs, that is absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Grumpy Dad, you are amazing. If you were one of those lucky people to get a sub from Grumpy Dad, please do put some emotes in the chat. That is incredibly kind of you. And that's gone all the way up. Level 3 already, amazing. And as well with Odie Howe, thank you so much for the Prime as well. That is amazing. Let's pop a whole lot of emotes in for you both. That's amazing. Thank you so much. This is fantastic. This is definitely making the I think the Samadan Chewbacca onesie stream is definitely on the cards at this rate. I would say so. That is absolutely amazing. If I reach my sub goal of 350, that's what I'll be doing. So Horde Garrison, Lantressa for the mines, Goldmaking for the barn, Shadow Hunter for Herb Garden. What else do you need? Alchemy Tailoring. Yeah, I'm not sure who the Alchemy Tailoring person is. It's Braum, I think, or something like that in Alliance side. I'm not sure what I've got actually. Just press that whilst I go out. That's easier. There we go. And Camby Sama gifting out a sub as well. That's so kind of you. Wow. Vesamora coming in with a cheer as well of 500 bits. Wow. Thank you both. That is incredibly kind of you both. A whole load more
Vesamora cheered. X500. Samada 1 long, Samada 1 thumbs.
Samada 1 long, Samada 1 thumbs. Thank you so much. Is the Blackrock ore is for the alchemical catalyst daily cooldown. It costs 20 frostweed and 10 Blackrock ore. Excellent. Thank you, Vallejo. I knew I'd be using it for something. Wow, level 4 hype train already. That is amazing. That's absolutely phenomenal. Alexia subbing as well. Thank you. Thank you all. The generosity. every time it just blows me away. Honestly, everyone, thank you. You are incredibly generous and wonderful people. Right, I'm going to move over here. I've done that, the mine. So we need a follower, minor follower for that. We're going to use our inn, but I can't come back till tomorrow for the headhunter. Once I've had reset day, so I'll leave that. Then, now that we've done our mine's upgraded, so that's all sorted out. We didn't get a Silas prop. We've got our potions. Are they on? Yes, they are, because we sold one of them already. Let's see what happens next. Let's go through this and just see if there's anything I can post on.
Have anything ancient to trade?
What have we got? Yeah, we've got a few more things there that have been undercut since, so we'll pop those on for the moment. There we go. Wait, I'll walk away for a second and someone gifted me a sub. Thank you, who did that? Is it enough? I know, it's amazing. The generosity of the community knows no bounds. It is truly wonderful. Thank you all. I could really do with getting some work orders going on my barn, which I don't have yet. Because I'm waiting for my... Is that right? Yes, that is right. I don't have the barn set up here. Okay, we'll leave you for the moment. We'll go on to the other two characters because they definitely have barns going. So we'll have a look at those. Have to concede that Lance Garrison looks way nicer than the Horde Garrison. I've tried the Horde Garrison. Awakening used to be a Horde character until we faction changed at the end of Legion. That's why he's called Awakening. But I must say I prefer the layout of Alliance, definitely. You're Antalon. Thank you so much for the follow. It's very kind of you. Look how scruffy and smashed together the Horde Garrison is. I mean, it does speak very much of the Horde style, doesn't it? That is very true. Happy you're here, and community makes your day. Well, thank you, Grumpy Dad. That is absolutely amazing. Grats, thanks to all the people gifting the subs, and grats to the people getting the subs. We might see a Chewbacca soon. I think so, Darkwing. At this rate, we are well on the way for our target for October. We may not get a Shadowlands release, but we may get a Chewbacca instead. Right, let's go through, deal with my expires here. Doesn't look like I've got any sales yet. So let's pop this on and see what we get next. Yeah, I mean, Orgrimmar, I think you can certainly get used to its layout. It's got some nice auction houses close together, which is really useful. Oh, and it was the profession change post on Wellhead 12 hours ago. I really want to know my thoughts. Okay, let me have a look. Professions in the Shadowlands pre-patch. This one. This one, Alexia. The one I wrote. My thoughts are basically is I think the way I describe this part, the fact that sort of the item levels are pretty much getting spread out, because you can look at this quite easily comparing the two, like Northrend and BFA, and you can see this spread of pre-patch item level from 23 to 87, and the same here for Northrend, 23 to 87. So I think that's a really nice way of just staying within one expansion and using your profession to craft up. I think, and I'm guessing here because I don't work at Blizzard, I think this is what Blizzard's intent is with the Relic of the Past, to keep all the individual expansions self-contained when you're leveling through. And I think that's a great idea. And I think that's the heart of Relic of the Past and the optional reagents. Thank you for that hype train, everyone. That was amazing. That is a huge amount of support. Thank you. All those subs and those bits, thank you so much. If you did get an emote, pop it in the chat. There we go. All the emotes being dealt out. That is amazing. I think I actually knew what they were talking about. Were they a bit of a tool? I think so. I think it was a troll who wrote that. Yes, definitely. How did you know? So no relic needed to upgrade a high level item per each expansion. No. So things like the Even Weave robe, which is a purple item, normally would be item level 100, is now your item level 87. So you'd be able to craft that potentially once you've leveled up your profession and you are at the top end of that expansion. So it kind of neatens the whole thing out. You don't need a relic of the past for the uncanny gear, you don't need a relic of the past for even weave, and the same with wad gear and Pandera gear and things like that. And then obviously you have the whole optional reagent system with the relics to be able to take any of the other ones up to item level 87, and on the flip side of that, you can also take something like 52 and make it 23. So there's, what I really like about this is the fact that there's going to be some interesting combinations here for both twinks. There's going to be interesting combinations for just kind of effects and sockets for level 50 characters. There's a lot of opportunity here to come up with some interesting combinations, and that's what I really like at the heart of this. It makes all the different expansions and their crafting professions relevant, because there's bound to be, I mean, I know we've thought of things like the wand shuffle, and we've seen the tuxedo jacket and things like that in terms of ways to make gold with this. But if you think about it in other ways, in things that you can make for other players, that's where I see the value is, definitely. Sheldor 097, good evening to you, lovely to have you here. And then the other things, obviously looking at the relics, is that, and then we've got the essences being removed for ward crafted gear, which is an oversight on Blizzard's part. They are aware of the issue, that we have plans to reintroduce all the transmogs in a future patch. When they get around to that, I'm not sure. So in the meantime, we have another week left to be able to make those and then potentially sell them to other players. So there's lots of different options there, but that's my thinking on why I wrote it like that and why I kind of went through what's different in pre-patch. I didn't talk about things like the potions changing, because that's more affecting things once you're at Shadowlands level. It doesn't really affect you up to 50. What realm do I play on? I play on Shadow Song on EU, and I play on Lightbringer on NA. Thinking crafting for players, not flip. Just wanted to double check your thinking. Yes, Alexia, I think that's the heart of them. I think that's what I would like to see, definitely. Obviously, we've got the whole money-making side of things, and I myself have talked about no end of making money doing the shuffle. This is something I only plan on doing during pre-patch. Once Shadowland comes in, I'm going to have way more funner ways to make gold. This is just a exciting way to test the mechanics and see if we can make some gold that way. It's the equivalent of the scrapper. I don't want to spend hours and hours on end crafting braces and making bolts and making relics and things like that, but I'll give it a go to have a look, certainly. Do I use the monk essence thing? What's the monk essence thing? That's the one where you... Is the essence the one where you can copy yourself to another place or something like that? Yeah, you're up, Taylor. The wand flip. Yes, I'm investigating that at the moment to see what's going to happen with that. I'm kind of mixed on that one. Let's have a look. Is that the same one? Yes, the one from Wura. Yes. So looking at that one, you've still got to disenchant. That's going to take you a long time to do that. So I don't think it's going to be just a way of printing money, even though you're spending gold to get the enchanting materials. You still then have to spend the time to disenchant them, the same as you'd have to convert your linen cloth for something else like the bolts. So there is a time factor in there, definitely. It's easier in a way to be making the linen pants, because you can craft those and just fill your bags up. Whereas with the disenchanting, you pretty much have to be there in front of the computer and using your one action per disenchant. So I think that is probably... I think eventually it's going to be more pain than it's worth, disenchanting all of that. I mean, some people will be able to make some money, certainly. I have new Essence of Monk. Something like that. Right, we posted all that on. Samadan doesn't need to do anything else, so we'll leave you for the moment. Low maintenance at the moment. We would ideally like to get into the glyph market on you, but I'm saving that for another time, I think. I want to look at filling out my garrisons. I want to look at filling out my key 3 professions, including all their old world recipes that I'm missing. So I'm doing the cooldowns on my leatherworking to get the extra recipes there. I need to go and find a good way of collecting up, or finding a way to collect up all the recipes I don't have. So that means things like using all the things and Akis recipe list, and trying to work out what sort of factions I need to do and what dungeons I need to run. All that kind of stuff is going to be on my list of things to look into over the next week, because that's all I've got at the moment. You got about 1,200 greater essences from last night. It took you about 30 minutes and was mind-numbingly boring. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the issue with that. With it is there is no limit. Cloth depends on people selling, or you're going to farm cloth, but the wand is unlimited to some extent, but you still need your materials for the Relic 5, Astrid, so you're still limited by that to some extent. You can't make the Relic 5 any other way, yeah. That's what you're doing at the moment, is it, Elysium? Yet to get a drop. It can be tricky, definitely. Until now you've got 120,000 essences. Yeah, that's a lot of essences. Yeah, because you need the relics, and it's going to take you time to make the relics as well. So I wonder, like Jack said, they may make the staff undisenchantable, definitely. Yep, you've still got the things like the Card of Omens. You've still got scrapping at the moment. You've still got the Tide Spray linen into pants. You've still got all the leather working cestus shuffle. There's all these things that are currently still out there in the game, definitely. But I don't know whether. Do you feel like it's something Blizzard should be made aware of? Do you think it's something that needs to be fixed, or do you think it's just something that goes in line with what's happening with the relics at the moment? Anyway, I'm leaning towards the side that I think it's either fixed, like Jack says, with the making it undisenchantable, or leave it as it is, and if people want to do that way, then they can. But it's not a huge amount, definitely. It's not even that good. I mean, I've not done the timing on it. That's the main thing. I don't know whether it would be counted as an exploit. It's definitely. I don't know on that. I couldn't advise on that one. I wouldn't know what Blizzard's stance is on it. Something like the tuxedo jacket was clearly broken at 34,000. So that was obviously just the wrong number, because that was huge. This one, I'm not so sure of. It's 2.4 million per hour. Is that actually feasible, Chaosis? I've not tried doing it that quickly. I just made 5 Horde ults on my realm. Fantastic, Sheldon. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the other side. Or make it limited to 1. That's another good one, actually, Metagami. I like that one. And good evening to you as well. Lovely to have you here. Yeah, if Blizzard says it's an exploit, then they'll ban you. So treat it with caution. Treat all this relic stuff with a slight amount of caution. Although the regular stuff, I think it looks to be as intended, because Blizzard have been aware of this whole thing for a long while now.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
Gold Goblin calculated that yesterday. Oh, really? Okay, that's very interesting. I'd have to try it to see how close you can get to that. Welcome to Shadow Sun. Give me all your gold. If it looks too good to be true, they usually are. If something's clearly a big difference to everything else, then maybe.
2 centuries old.
The only way you could see over 2 million now would be to multi-box. Yeah, it is a shuffle like any other. Definitely, it's the same as buying. What was the oil we could buy at the beginning from the vendor, from the fish? That was the same sort of thing, really. And disenchant speed is a bottleneck, so it takes so much time to disenchant. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Yeah, disenchanting takes a long time to do. Aromatic fish oil, that's it. Thank you, Abacana. Yeah, because that was available to buy from the vendor. And I know a lot of people bought a whole load of it, including myself. Yeah, the aromatic fish oil. Kish Kuman, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Just running through my characters at the moment. I think I've just posted everything on. I need to remember what I'm doing, which always helps. Leather worker. Oh, we don't need to go to. I keep thinking mine. There we go. We need to go. Actually, no, we don't. We need to go attach TSM task list, and then we need to do these cooldowns. Swap to that, and then we'll craft those. Magnificence of leather. 1.4 million. That's still a lot. That's still an awful lot, definitely. Good evening, Real Ginny. Lovely to have you here. A new shuffle for the relics. That was the one we were talking about, the monk one, definitely. Yeah, it wasn't 2.4. It was 1.4 million, not 2.2. But even that, I think, is going to be limited by your disenchanting ability in that time. I haven't worked those numbers out myself, so I wouldn't be able to comment on them fully. Right, where are we at here? We've got some stuff over here that needs to be finished off. Let's do that. Now, Herb Garden level 2 is a good start. 3-second casting time for disenchanting, yielding mats for 3 to 5 wands, and then 10-second cast for 1 crafting. Okay. Do the disenchanted mats vendor for more than the purchase price of the item. It's the where's the link? Let me just scroll up, find it. Chaos had the link. There we go. I'll copy it back in. This was originally from a tweet from Woora. Was when I first saw it. Was that one? There we go, that's the one, yeah. So who's able to craft more than 17,000 wands per hour? I mean, that's where I'm not sure about the numbers. I'd have to go and look at them myself. Alright, have we got the gloves? Looks like from that I have armour, there, Gore Petals, Gentle Grasp, we've got that. But we don't have the follower, Fiona. So we're getting just random herbs here at the moment. Always into 2 greater essences. Problem is the disinflation of these things can hurt the economy so much. It's all great and fun to make loads of gold, but basically nothing. Soon people will be spending so much that, an example, living steel bar can go up in price by 1,000%. Not sure if we want that. That extra inflation is where the core worry lies, Jack. Definitely. If you can effectively increase the ability to create gold, then people will just spend more gold and raise their prices. Typhorus, good evening to you. And then everything will be selling the gold cap, and that's just not fun because it's inconvenient for everyone. So there is the risk factor, obviously. We'll take all of that. So from this, let me just check I haven't got a follower I can put in here. Let's go have a look over this side. Just check on my auction houses. Run inside here. Oh, have we got everything we want from you, leather trader? Raw piece size, let me browse your goods. Savage, already known. Got all of those. Does anyone need the leather trader? We have one here. Rosal, QT, lovely to have you seen the new relic flip with the enchanting one? Yes, we were just talking about that just a minute ago, in fact. Can go into strange dust as well. Taking out of the game. If we did first fix the game itself, I think. Also, not everyone is a gold maker. Lots of people are big on raiding, and so their extra income comes from doing instances and quests daily, so that makes items unobtainable for them. This is true, only the rich get richer in a way, wouldn't it be? A case like that. So what have we got here? We've got no follower here. We've got the upgrades ready there. Storehouse, alchemy lab we don't have. Oh, we have a broomer. We can add you in to the alchemy lab, that's easy enough. And our barn has Goldmaking in it. So we need to go get Fiona, is what we need to do here. So let's go over and do that. Including making the relics and making the ones. Yeah, I've got a feeling those numbers seem really, really high. I'm not sure on that 1.4 million, just as a gut instinct. Obviously, knowing the numbers is the factor, really. I think the staff not disenchantable or nerf the sell price of the wand. If anything, make the staff not disenchantable would be a way to think about that one. I'll be interested to see what Blizzard does about it. What's the point in upgrading the garrison again? So we are basically getting a flow of items that we can turn into small vendor shuffles that can work whilst we're doing work orders. So it allows us to make relics quite easily. Oh, there we go. That's the first time the rare scanner kicked off. What do we get from you? Click to target NPC. What do we get? Let's have a look at this. We get a few different things. Okay, let's try this. How can we range pull you? There we go. I'll just fly into you. That's the easy way. What do we get? There we go. Lilac scale vest. There we go. And we can skin you as well. Okay. Okay, that was fun. That was the first time I used Rare Scanner. Okay, what are the target buildings? So we are looking at the barn level 3, alchemy lab, and I'm doing the mine and the herb garden as well. One character needs the alchemy profession. The other characters can still make the catalysts and send them over. Then you should upgrade your garrisons on all your characters. I'm not doing it on all of mine. I've not got to Drizzling Roses level, but definitely I'm doing it on a few. Use the org channels for just storing their stuff. Should be a thing, right? I've seen people putting some things on there, yes. I personally prefer to stick mine in an actual bank of some kinds, definitely. Right, I think it's not down there. Let's keep going. Shuffles be a magnet for botters. Oh, there we go. There's another one. Dark Talon. Another rare. This is fun. Dark Talon. We get Dark Talon's Drape. There we go. I'm just going to move that to the side. That is really good. I like that. Magnet for botters. A couple of us to slip through the cracks can ruin a server economy. I don't know. How does it How does it differ to the bots that are running through all the dungeons multiple times? Those alerts will get old really quick, believe me. Oh right, okay. I'm enjoying the novelty of it at the moment. There we go. There's another one. I see what you mean. Let's do this one. Rockhoof. Rockhoof's crest. There we go. We can skin you as well. Yeah, there already are a lot of bots out and about. Okay, where am I? I know I need to be around here somewhere. Where's the caravan? Fiona's caravan. Okay, there's a lot of rares around here. This is going to be interesting. Where is it? Who is this? Inshitar. You got some boots of the Shadowborn. At least we're getting things that I haven't had before, which is quite nice. Right. Caravan. I remember it. I think it's around here. Looks familiar. No. It's somewhere. Where's the caravan? I'm kind of doing this randomly. I remember we went over. No. I'm going to have to look it up. Fiona. Draenor. Wow, Fiona, Draenor, location. Shadowmoon, Fiona, Wowpedia. Where are you? That's in, yeah. Later in Shadowmoon Valley is where we wanted you. That's the quest in Eastern Plaguelands. We're just getting to her. Shadowmoon Valley, Crippled Caravan is the one we want there. Now, where is a map? We need a map of the location. External links, Wowhead. There it is. Okay, so that is, let me have a look. Down in my map. I am literally just on top of it. It's right in front of me. Oh. I haven't looked at the chat. Has someone been telling me that for the past 5 minutes? There we go. Hold on, let me just scroll back up. There we go. Let's have a look. Does the Garrison Goldmaking strategy have any chance of getting nerfed by Blizzard soon? I don't think the Garrison one will, because it's still limited by work orders. Feels weird that Catalysts aren't soulbound, but the Hextree Cloth is. Yeah, that's very strange, definitely. Just for the trinket vendor flip, yes, basically, but the trinket vendor goes up in price come pre-patch. It's worth double the amount. So it's 48 gold now. Okay, this is what we wanted. Fiona's Caravan. I was literally right there. There we go, we do this. Are we now?
Cheerio.
/AAB and quest options. Turn in, accept rewards, arrow, and everything. Close. There we go. Do I know the add-on? What recipes will be super good for the relics? I thought, yes, I've been using it in beta. It's very useful.
I have what you seek.
There we go. And Swamp Mighty Queen. I think we've done that one already. Okay, so let's go over and do that. And you're in a cave, I believe. Last time we saw. No, I had trouble finding it last time. I think if we go round here, we'll see it inside. There we go. Okay, there we go. And I think I need to do these as well. Not sure. Let's see what I need. There we go. Venom and a few other bits and pieces. Just wanton destruction. From my demon hunter. There we go. There we go. Shuffle in turn, an item or items, something else that has a higher selling value. There we go. Okay, I missed a whole load of chat here. Let me just have a look. Glad I kept your tens of thousands of alchemy customers in your bank all these years. There you go, Holy Z. You've got a chance now, definitely. What else have we got? 8,200 creative magic as that's going. So boring. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not going to be that much fun, is it? Let's do all of those. Okay, we've got those. We've done those. We've got those we need. We need to do one of these now. Wait for that to come through. Can we skin one of these as well? I think we can. Don't think I need that one now. And I also need to those whilst we're here. Moonlit herbs, there's another one of those we need to do. There we go, Wildebeest heart. Pick one of those. Pick one of those, there we go. Moonlit herb, and then another herb will do it, I think. Okay, and what else we got over here? Okay, let's just finish that. Okay, and then we can fly out here. There we go. Okay, I missed a whole load of stuff. Hicons, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Let's go turn in those quests, and we can do... That's disappeared, but we'll go over this way and hand in that one. There we go. I pay vengeance on Demon Hunter. I love it. It's really good fun. Who else we got? Can make anything for engineering that's worthwhile in pre-patch. Have 2 garrison engineers with like 3,000 gear spring parts on them. There is something. There's an engineering gun that I think you can make that is quite good to make with a relic if you want to turn that into gold. Dev said he'll add a... Oh, hold on, what was that? The dev said he'll add a calculation for the max price to buy reagents from the auction house to have this in one place. Oh, that's interesting. That's good to know. Okay. Okay, I've missed a whole lot of people coming in here. So I'm afraid... flip on the bank to almost 50k on the flip. Very nice, Vallegro. Problem here is that 99% of the discussion about gold making is about how raw gold shuffles, not about they wonder what raiders or other demographic would be interested in buying and would spend gold for. I think that's going to come, definitely, Neville. I think that is going to be the meat and bones of Shadowlands. This to me almost seems like a filler between pre-patch and the launch of Shadowlands.
Cheers, mate. I offer service with a
I am
smile.
ready. Okay, let's do this. See if I can remember which ones. What have you got? The Venom, Riot Vine, Heart, and Herb. Okay, let's get cooking. Okay, bear with me whilst I read the text on this. If I miss anything in chat, give it a nice glow. That'll be Moonlit Herbs. And then word association. So I'm going to give it a nice glow. That's more of the same. There we go. Perfect. And next is stir it and wriggle it around. We'll do that. And next is maybe even toxic, and that's venom. Need to go over there, grab that. Something to give it some meat, perhaps. Even toxic. Okay, some more of that. And the next one is... Oh, we're done. Okay, that's good. Okay, what else did I miss? You staked 50 gold, not banked it. Oh, right. I agreed with more of a crafter. Crafting, Akamas Casnos to sell them just under vendor flip gain. Willing to pay the money for someone else to do the work. Yeah, that works too as well, definitely. Natty, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. What was the reason for still doing this quest now? I want to get Fiona in my garrison so that she can become my follower, so that I can...
Bengal Turtle just subscribed.
Bengal Turtle,
Samadan, you're my favourite.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bengal Turtle. That's so kind of you. That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you for your support. A whole lot of emotes for you. So, yes. This is for... so we can get Fiona into my herb garden so I can specify what herbs I want. So we just have to do a few quests here and we can hand all this in one go. We just need to go over here, do this quest lot. It's very easy at the moment. So we'll just go through here and we'll pick up this lot. See how this goes. One of these is... Yeah, got another rare turning up. This, we need to speak to you. We also need to kill a few things as well. Next time here. Now the main section's over here in the end. So I'll just go around here. Need to pick up a few of these, I think. Young root. Do we need those? Don't remember needing those. That's that rare inside here. Just wantonly attacking everything. We've got some boots there, and we'll grab these. Shade's done. Pick up some of this. Grab everything that we can. And where are you? Oh, I'm asleep. Whoops. There we go, done one of those. Speak to you. That's done. And we also need to grab some more of these. One more of those, in fact. Then we need to go over to you. Do that one. Where are you? Oh, hidden inside here somewhere. Where are you? Around the other side, I think. Let me just look. Going around in circles trying to find them. It must be inside here. Hold on. No. And you're maybe... Ah, there you are. Hidden.
Warm wishes to you.
That's better. That's better. I mean, some of these tinies as well. 5 of those. And we're done on that. And then another one over there. Grab that one as well. Probably heard us have a legendary bid. Orange Paw 3, thank you so much. That's very kind of you to say so.
It's a blessing.
Honestly, yeah, we're great people. We're a bunch of great people. Is there a Discord or community on NA? We don't have a community on NA yet, but we do have a EU one, and I certainly have a Discord as well, which is... Actually, I think I need to go down here. I think you're inside there somewhere. Where are you? All right outside? Yes, there you are. Spoken to you, and then everyone's back at their bed. There we go. Obviously some gold printing issues with the relics because they're worried that pre-investor them would complain. I don't think so, Navel. No, I don't think there's... I think people who are doing it, like myself, and I'm not even doing it a huge amount, are knowing that things might change. There's always a risk factor in speculation. There we go. In-game community, I've thought Discord superseded it. The good thing about Discord, it's not faction specific and it's not server specific, whereas with the communities you're limited by faction and you're limited by server, so that makes it slightly harder to get everyone together. There we go, we have Fiona. Right, so I'll do these ones whilst I'm here. There we go. So with Fiona as our follower, we can head on back to our garrison. Actually, might as well just use our garrison Hearthstone for that. That'll be easier. There we go. Doing it on your Discord for an EU, Horde and Alliance and Horde NA to find founders. Alliance and Horde NA, yes. I need to set one up myself on Samadan and Samadan. But in terms of it's another community to maintain, which is why I haven't fully gone into it at the moment. Alright, oh, and actually no, we need to be here. We need to put Fiona in. Let's go back here, and to our herb garden we will assign Fiona. So now we have you here. We can also at some point upgrade this, but what I want to do first is with my Fiona follower, I want to change this. I'm guessing Frostweed is going to be the best option here as a specified herb. Let's go have a look. Not a lot to maintain. Unlimited my server and the community with people from other servers. Sorry, yes, I didn't mean servers. I meant regions, not servers. Yeah, we need an NA alliance and a Horde one. Alright, so inside here, I can speak to Tessa, I believe.
Hello.
No, Is it you I speak to, Arun? I would like to pick what we want to plant next. So I would like frostweed. Next, we'll pick that. And then we'll go and fly back whilst that's getting upgraded. There we go. Yeah, so you just need to promote it. Join a Discord server, make a NA community, have too many guild banks, I'm the only one. Love to chat with Goldmaking as well, while I still make more gold. Yes, well, you're more than welcome to. Profits, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. It's all about the risk. There is that, certainly. Have set rules when people want to set up. And the flowers and the trees. Birds, the flowers and the trees. All of that, in fact, definitely. Actually, TSM communities, but none official. Yes, because they're not. We can't do like official ones, can we? So that we need to upgrade to level 3. So I need some plans for that. So we want herb garden, level 3. I'll buy that. So that can upgrade there. We'll learn this one. And we'll upgrade that, set that going. Our barn is currently level 3, so we need to check on our work orders there. We need to go to our mine and finalise that. Get that ticked off. I didn't check for my miner on there at the moment. You can also do a Battle.net community that's not faction bound. I believe not region bound either, since it's not game specific. Oh, interesting, Neville. I haven't looked into that one. Right, let's go over to our mine. Let's check on this. Finalise that one. So I'm doing this on four characters. I'm not going to probably do it on more than 4. I haven't got any extras here, so let's carry on with this one. Not super convenient, and I don't think you can properly link WoW items and that. Oh, okay. These Battle.net accounts joined it, which might be less keen on that in-game anonymity. This is true, actually. Something to think about there. Rich true iron. There's our cart. There it is. Grab that. Okay, we've got some coffee. Let's start with that. Head off to the right this time. Slight variation. If you do it on more than 4, then please don't go out and mine on them. Yes, I certainly won't. I think this is the maximum I really want to do on this. I mean, whilst it's fun, I couldn't do it on all my characters, certainly. And you've got to think about the time it's taking me to do each of these. I'd have to time it and then think, okay, well, is this better to buy these at the moment with my time? What is a good use of my time? Okay, we'll do this lot and then we'll head on inside there. We can head down there afterwards. Some rich true iron. You don't do the mining or herbing, so we're just logging in, and it's 1 minute per character, more of a passive income next to your main income. I feel like that'd be the best way. Yeah, I think so, Hubba. I think using resources and getting is it a level 3 inn you need as well, would make things easy. I mean, I like the herb garden side of things. That is definitely fun. The mining, slightly less fun, if I'm honest. I can see how this would get boring over time, doing this and running around. I may restrict it to just the characters that need it, so I might not bother with Earthen once I've got a stock of things. 3 in is for the better missions on the table, so more RSS. What does RSS stand for? Yeah, as Namal says, I think Discord works well for me, and people are more than welcome to join my Discord, because I think that is a good way of keeping everyone together. Garrison resources, yes. So getting more garrison resources is kind of like the main thing, isn't it? Right, am I missing one there? No, it's up here at the top, I think, somewhere. There it is. Let's grab it on the side on the way out. And I think there's even one up here as well that I missed. There it is. On the way. It is. I gave up on the mine. Just do the garden for the fly traps for the hex weave. Yeah, it's definitely slow doing that much of it. And then we've got the work orders going as well. I don't have a Oh, I do have a blacksmith actually. But yeah, that's fun. That's okay. But I'm not going to do it on all my characters. People are diverse. I enjoy mining slightly more. There is that too. I mean, I'm enjoying it definitely on my blacksmith, definitely, because that seems more in keeping, I would say. So I think we're done with Earthen for the moment. We could go out and get some wolves for this. Oh no, what we want is the beasts for this, for the raw beast hide. There we go, because we've got a raw beast hide, 103 from that, and some sumptuous fur, and we got some savage blood. And what's the savage blood can be used to buy the...
Have a good one.
Oh, I didn't actually mean to click on that.
Need something?
I wanted the bigger trap, better rewards. I wanted the work orders.
Travels. How
But
are
I
you?
don't have any things to put work orders in. So let me just check my trap. Deadly, yeah, deadly I've got. So let's get rid of that one. There we go, better on beast trapped. Okay, that's anything there. What's TSM? Go to mine and getting the wood mining axe is a must. Yes, we've got that on each of my characters. It's definitely useful. You know, you posted it up on Discord. Okay, on sheep, that looks good. Can't claim it's as beautiful as you wanted though. You get relic fragments from the carts in the mine as well. If you have archaeology. Okay, is that going to be useful? It sounds like it could be. Have I got my ogre waystones on me? Yes, I have. Okay, so we want to go through and check my portal here is set up. It's going to Nagrand, which is perfect. So we need to go over and do some wolves here, see if we're set up. The savage blood gives you the bags that contain 50 gold. Yes, so where do I get the bag from? Would be my question. Okay, we want a beast trapped here. I want to do one of the bigger ones. Let's go have a look. You could use them to try and get Val of the Sands. That's going to be very slow. Okay. Yeah, that does sound a slow way of doing things. Now, equipment-wise, do we have a set that we've done? We do have a wolf set. Oh, that was it. We'll equip that, and then we swap that over to that, and then my throw glaive, I think, was the good one for this. We need to fly ourselves over somewhere. Alcoholiday, thank you so much for your sub. That's very kind of you. 3 months is amazing. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much indeed. I think you missed my message. Get the mining pick treasure, increases mining speed and stacks with consumable from the mine. It inspires. Yes, John's back. That was the one I've been using, definitely. So I don't want those alpha wolves. I want to go find the big Talbot things, which I think are over down by the river somewhere. These wolves are good for our sumptuous fur. don't want the snakes. Let's head on round here. These ones. These are the things I want. There we go. That's what I want. Now, there's a... Where are the next ones? Okay. Let's go have a look, see if we can find a route of these. There they are. They're pretty big, hard to miss. It's just getting a good concentration on them. I need to move out a little bit here, a little bit close for seeing. There's one. Oops, put that in the wrong place. That puts it in the right place. Okay, and let's look for the next one. A spooky ghosty. Thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Consumed by my scrapping. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Neville. Where are they? Oh, there's one. Could really do with... Ooh, that was a bit too close. I killed it before it got there. I have to skin it instead. Right, where are some more? There's one. That's more like it. Oh, we've got a friend over here. What else have we got over here? It's slow travelling at the moment. So we need to go grab our... Oh, there's another one. In you come. Seems to be a few of them around here. Oh, that's the wrong button. There we go. That was too slow. Hold on. I didn't skin that one. Let's go back. There we go. That's better. Okay. Already been asked, just popped on, but what are my thoughts on the one shuffle people found out about? Mixed at the moment. I'm not sure about exactly how big it's going to be given the time it takes to do everything, but it would be interesting to see it get at least adjusted slightly so that the wand isn't disenchantable. I think is probably the best option we've come up with so far. So I would agree with everyone else on that one. Katari, good evening to you. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. We're just getting ourselves a few wee beasties here. That's the wind drop, I don't want that. Let's go back round this way, see if you can see some more bulls is what we want. See one over there. What's my view settings? Let's just increase that a little bit so I can see the view distance and everything else coming through. Return to game. Hopefully that will help. There we go. You can see the bulls. Hopefully that's not going to affect the stream too much. Hopefully it's not too laggy. Problem with being in combat until I'm left in the end is the hard part on that. I could do with doing that quest. Where is that quest for getting onto the Talbook? Might of the War Song, is it that one? Ring of Trials. Southeast corner. Yeah, it's this one, isn't it? Yeah. Came for the TSM, stayed for the wholesomeness. Twain, well, it's lovely to have you here in whatever capacity. And why we're doing so much WOD is because it's passive. Time is money. If I'm old rare mats in place of what I have in places what have a chance to drop rare stuffs like Orb of Deception. Love to pick your brain. Yes, Alexia, that is something I want to do too. I just want to get my garrison set up on at least 4 characters, which is what I've done here. That's the main thinking behind it. Now I'm thinking I should really head over and get that towel book, but I'm going to leave that for the moment. I've got another 4 minutes left on my garrison hearthstone, so we'll go and find some more Ironhide bulls in that time. Whilst we're here. Wait for them to be taken. Slightly laggier here now at the moment. Where's the nearest bulls? I think we're out of this area now, because that's into Anaconda territory. So we need to head more this way. There's one. There's another one. And then we'll head this way and see what we can get. Yeah, I think definitely getting the Talbot would be good here. There we go. On the Drizzling Rose Guide, what's the purpose of the followers in their respective buildings? Or is it worth trying to set up TSM Group's operations on the eve of the pre-patch expansion? Things will change. It might be worth waiting till it comes through first, and then having a look at your operations and groups then. But by and large, the principles should be fine. Didn't got a little bit close to that one. There we go. I have to skin you instead. I'm so sorry. Didn't pull you back in time. Let's grab that one. Then we have to back off a little bit. That's what you need to remember. Place them on the trap. There's another one over here somewhere, I remember. There it is. And then I'll grab that last one, and that should... oh, there's another one to the left, actually. That one and this one. Should be plenty for me for now. I didn't do the big trap better reward here, actually. What do we actually need to grab here? Place a large... that's just a large work order. Okay, we can do that as soon as we hearthstone back. We'll do that in a few seconds, and there's one last bull to do in that time. Just have enough time to do this last one. There we go. And 6 seconds left. There we go. Okay. You can transmute all your sorcerer's byproducts into sorcerer's earth as well. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. There's lots of different things you can do with that. You're new too? Love it here. Well, it's welcome to have you here. Lovely to have you, in fact. Have a TSM question. Is there a way you can see the income of emissaries and paragon caches? Those are the main ways you make money in WoW, but in TSM your revenue is negative because those aren't counted as income. I'm not sure, actually. If anyone knows, please do say in chat. It's not something I've actually checked up on myself. Interesting. Why would I anticipate the operations changing in pre-patch, or the groups for that matter? I'm guessing it's just kind of like a... I'm thinking about to when BFA came out, and I ended up just completely scrapping my TSM and starting from scratch, just as a way to freshen everything up, more than anything else, I guess. It's not necessarily things changing. It's more to do with... I think it's more to do with the markets changing than anything else. maybe I didn't clarify that more in my thought processes. Yeah, they don't track it. Okay, Brumblefar, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. Enjoyed the last episodes of Samadan's Adventures. Fantastic, I'm glad you did. We've got another one coming up in the works, so that's going to be fun, hopefully. You're outside, aren't you? There you are. So, place a large work order of our caged mighty cleft hoofs. That's all of them, in fact. So you have to spend a fair amount of time going out and collecting those up, from the looks of those. I'll just pick up that, get the resources from there. And so we're in a good position now. So Earthen is done. We'll jump over to El Morte and check on that. You could track it through the gold graph, but that's about it, really. Yeah, that would make sense. About the best you can do. With a new crafted relic, how do you post, let's say, a plain transmog versus one you upgraded? That, I don't know how TSM are going to do it. I haven't seen any news from the TSM team as to how they're going to work with optional reagents. I'll be creating new profiles for TSM and Shadowlands, and I've been meaning to do that for a while. Yeah, I'll be doing the same with mine. I'll do another version through pre-patch, and then I'll do some more when Shadowlands hits, specific to my professions, which hopefully will be nearly all of them now. And the gold number at the top is the total amount.
Have anything ancient to trade?
That's the best way of tracking it, really, is just seeing the actual number of your gold. That's the main thing. Now let's post on all of this. We've also got some daily cooldowns to do, so we'll deal with those. The gold graph does not actually also track what you loot as in gold. Does it not, Jack? That's interesting. I didn't realise that. Right, /TSM task list. I should make that a macro, really. Open up that and craft these. Kazar, 2 months at tier 1, thank you so much. That's incredibly kind of you. Only ledger data. Ah, interesting. I did not know that. Thank you so much for your support. It really is appreciated. I have a whole load of emotes for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is the best garrison setup? Interesting one, Wisp. I would say Drizzling Rose has the guide for that, is the one you want. It all depends on what you want to do with it, really, more than anything else. Okay, so those are all done. Let's go over here. There we go. Wonder Sheep's got Rose's command there. Peter Decker, good evening to you. I'm doing very fine, thank you very much. How about yourself? We've got random herbs here for El Morte. Do we have...
What brings you here?
We don't have our follower here, so we'd have to do the follower Fiona again to get this up to level. Have we even got the gloves, is the question. I don't think we have. Do we even have the mining pick? We've got the mining pick. We don't have the gloves, and we don't have Fiona. Looking at this, so we'd have to get that sorted out. We've just done the Fiona quest, so I might leave that today because we don't want to spend the whole night just doing the same thing. It gets a bit repetitive after a while, so I'll just collect up these herbs for now. Just thought that popped into your head. Is it possible to hide the news and information window in the TSM dashboard? I don't think you can hide it. The best you can probably do is actually move it across like that to make it smaller, is the best you can really do there. Make it a bit thinner and then you can see more of your graph. With how many characters do I do the garrison? I'm doing it on 4 at the moment. That's the main thing. By the way, Rose's guide is epic. It certainly is. Sabu's thinking of making it so you can hide it. I think that would be useful for those that like to see their gold graph in its full width, definitely. Or if it was a tear-off panel that you could dock in different ways, but I think that's probably out of the bounds of what we could possibly do at this stage. But we're definitely slow here with our herbalism because we haven't got the gloves. So I'll go get the gloves now. That's a definite requirement, I think, if I'm going to do the herbs. Because I like the herbs more than the mine, because I think this is close by. This is part of my garrison. Whereas I think the mine is a bit off to the side. We'll do those. We'll grab those.
Good day to you.
We'll plant those,
See you around.
and then we'll head on over. Let's go over. It's only over here somewhere. It's over Nagrand way. So let's take the flight. Draenor. We want to head over here. So let's just aim ourselves there, roughly, and we can fly. Fly me to the moon. There we go. But you get coffee in the mine and shiny picks, so that's cool. That is true, actually. The coffee, if you've got a good stack of coffee and a good stack of picks, then yes, you can go through and do those quite quickly. Definitely, that has that benefit. And being a herbalist like Awakening, I I said I got it on 4 characters, but I could really get it set up on Samadan as well, my inscriptionist, because then I can get the cards going on him as well. Would be quite in character to do that. I could do the Card of Omens on that character, and then I have my garrison set up. But that's maybe what I would like to do more, actually, is collect more recipes, especially blacksmithing, and I'm going to ignore that for the moment. It didn't take long for me to ignore those. I know there's so many rares in Draenor, that's the main problem. You have 3 and you found it well enough. Yeah, I think I would like to do... I mean, I know Rose has 50, but I think I would like to sort of just have a few characters ready for it. Definitely. Let's close that one down. Oh, there we go. And that one as well. Check your map. We'll ignore those. Terms of scribe, but I call mine inscriptionist as well. Yes, it is scribe, but I like inscriptionist. In Draenor, it's rare to find a normal mob. Yeah, that is true. Actually, there's so many here. I'm thinking more for other areas really when I'm out and about. That's the main thing. Okay. Back for a while. Okay, lovely to have you back. Come from a guy who levelled 6 garrisons to max, including Shipyard and BFA, apart from the Transmog. It's worthless. The gold making complete waste of time. Chisholm Rose also states 1200 gold per day. A ridiculous amount of time to set up. Made 20 million gold in 2 years BFA. So with this 2 years on 50 alts, that's 18k gold per month per alt. Only a thing time millionaires and multiboxes. Any time spent at auction house instead is worth many times more in my opinion. That's an interesting opinion, Kira. I can understand your points on those, certainly. Am I in Nagrand? Yes, I am. What I would say is that I think the good thing about these is that yes, they do take a lot of setup. That without a doubt. I wouldn't be doing it on 50 like Rose does, but she has a great system going, so I think that definitely works for her, and she definitely has enough gold for her purposes. What I would suggest is I'd like to have it ticking through the same as I would with the Tiller's farm. It adds a bit of variety into the game more than anything else. It doesn't have to be the most efficient way if you enjoy it. Okay, there's Gall Petals Grass, we've done that. Let's head on outside and do a little bit extra floaty stuff. And then we can probably Hearthstone back, actually. Would be easiest here. Yeah, so she's winning by doing what she enjoys, exactly. What you like to do. Auction House can be a pain to play, and Rose likes what she's doing. I've adapted some of what she's doing, which is help in some way, yeah. You can select what zones and res scanner will alert you in, so you can get rid of all those constant alerts in areas where there are a lot of res. Oh, thank you, Stompcraft. Let me have a look. Add-ons. Oh no, not on that one. That'll be on interface, won't it? Add-ons. Res scanner. Let's have a look. General. Target number, sound display. Zone filters. Okay. Enable filters only in the world map. Toggle filters. Zone list. Sandalar. Outland. Is that original Outland? I want Draenor. That's the one I want. Okay, let's turn these ones off, because those are going to be the busy ones. There we go. That's better. Thank you. That is very useful. Yeah. You love garrisons. It's a pleasure to me, even as repetitive it is with a ton of volts. I would lose gold if you do the garrison stuff, to be fair. People have the knowledge on flipping, I agree with you. A lot of people don't have the knowledge, so that is for them an easier way. Exactly. And I like that ability that we have for variety for everyone. That needs to be finalised. Herb Garden could do with upgrading, but we also have a follower missing here. Alchemy Lab is currently level 1 and missing a follower. So what can we do here? Barracks is, we've got an inn, and the barn is already level 3. The inn at level 1 we need to upgrade to 2 to get someone for the alchemy. So we've got a few things to do here. The mine needs upgrading, so...
Salutations!
Right, let's look at this. So inn, Lunafall inn, excavation inn level 2. We'll buy that. And I also want an alchemy lab one, actually. Level 2. I'll buy that. And we'll make use of those. There we go. It's been on 1k a day to a maximum 1.2 per character, so that's 30k per month. Not 18k. It's also dependent on the auction house, other people, and doesn't need TSM for any other add-ons. Camping auction house a day. Yeah, so there are multiple benefits, definitely. And it's down to your playstyle, certainly. You have to be doing something. You farm old stuff like Lower Blackrock Spires and Alderman. Don't craft at the moment, opportunity-wise. We'd lose gold with that. So you are pure flipping, aren't you, Jack? Let's upgrade that. Let's upgrade that. And the forge. We could do with someone in the forge as well. Looking at this to help out with all this side of things. Herb Garden, we could probably take that all the way up to level 3 for the extra, but we'll leave that for now until we get the follower. We'll just have a look at the mine and upgrade that. As you're the blacksmith, I think it'll be nice for you to have at least the mine operational, so we'll do that on you. We've got the pick, can get rid of that now. Haven't got the follower there, so let's do the mine. There we go, that's done. Work orders picked up, more Blackrock ore and true iron ore. So we have 1 coffee on us at the moment. Let's drink that now. We've got our peons pick. We'll grab all of this lot. There we go. And then ideally we would want to get ourselves the preserved mining pick on this. We've got some more coffee though, so that will keep us going for the moment, at least running. I'd like to have at least a couple of coffees, I'd say. So a stack of 2 should keep me moving quickly enough. That was in a weird place. There's the cart, take that now. Okay, that's the more coffee, we'll keep hold of that. I want to be lucky with the picks more than anything else. Let's go around here, there we go. Yeah, I know this certainly, doing the mine, doesn't feel as efficient as the herb garden, because you're having to run around quite a lot. Obviously you do, once you've got a stock of coffee and things, then that does make things easier. How much do we get from a rich iron ore? We've got 4 from there. So it's not a huge amount as a miner. There we go, there's a preserved mining pick. I'm actually going to keep hold of that for next time. I'll grab this one down here. Lieutenant Dan, good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. If you want to know, someone's controlling that market around by taking prices very low value. Right, let's go through here, grab a bit more of this. A couple of those, a couple of these. These are daily, aren't they? So you can easily spend a lot of time doing these every single day. There we go, we've got a second pick, so that's good. That will save us for next time. Do I know Sean Cool? The name rings a bell. On EU Alliance with the Harrison Jones quest giver in Garrison today. Looking for the last quest desperately. Let me have a look. I'm pretty sure I've got one on mine. Let me have a look. Or if anyone else does in their garrison, please do shout out. I know I missed one there, but I'm just going to forget it for the moment. There we go. If coffee tastes as good as it smells, it would be higher than the price of gold IRL. Nimbus 420i, thank you so much for the follow. I'll make some more work orders here, and that can be at least ticking through now with all those work orders and things. Let's go see if I have got a Harrison Jones. Alliance CSM community in NA now. Fantastic, Jack. We'll have a look at setting up a command for that. I've got Renzik the Shiv in this one. Okay. Do I know Magicus too? I have been in his stream a couple of times just to look, and sort of I'm intrigued with all the Long Boy giveaways. It sounds amazing, but I haven't really sort of like had a proper look into what Magicus is doing. There we go, grab all of that, yeah. Feel even worse for my friends play Horde. I'm sorry, Wonder Sheep. That's the problem, definitely. But tell me, if you got a, is that, there it is, okay, that's the copy link address. I'll go into my commands, community, that one, edit. Submit, there we go. So try that one, Jack, US community. My mailbox is depressing. Haven't had any luck with the auction house the past couple of weeks. Oh, sorry to hear that, Elysium. There we go. There we are. Fantastic. Just tell me if that works. Right. Okay. I'm going to leave El Morte. We've done enough here. Enough garrison stuff. I do want to check actually. Let's check any recipes we don't have. So we'll go browse. We'll go blacksmithing. What have we got here that we don't have? Plans breastplate of the White Knight. Well, that sounds good, and it's only 3 gold 75. Definitely buying that. Silvered bronze shoulders. Yep, I'll take some of those. And what else have we got? Hard corium battle plate. That looks quite expensive. Hope I don't go mad with power. As a reason I've asked for Sean, he stated in his Discord that Magicus got his gold from duping, but I don't know if that's true. Magicus himself said he just plays the auction house games at the moment. It's got 4.3 billion gold. That was the thing. It was kind of like it's not someone I've heard of. So it was kind of like they suddenly appeared on the radar. I've got a huge sudden following from doing all these big Broodsaw giveaways, and it's one of those things. It does seem too good to be true, with that amount of gold, and then suddenly doing all the giveaways. But I don't know enough about them. I don't know about their backgrounds. I really don't know, because they have been so so unknown to me until this stage. It just seems unusual. Is the best way I can describe it. And I see a lot of things being given away. But I don't know much about the person, which is what makes it hard to sort of verify them in any way, really. Right, what else have we got? Arcanite Reaper. Blue glittering axe sounds fancy. I like the sound of that one. 200 gold for that. 171. There's a few different things here. 59 gold for the bronze shoulders. We've already done that one. Titan Guard wrist plates. That's a 2. That could be quite interesting. 2 sockets for the wrist. Could be nice for making someone run faster. I might take that one as well. And then that crescent axe is only 90 gold. So I'll take that as well. It's probably an easy one to get. So I'll just grab those now. So collecting up some recipes the easy way by buying them does make things a little bit easier there. So I'll learn those. Breastplate of the White Knight. That definitely sounds fun. Titan Guard wrist plates. See, I'm looking forward to exploring these recipes and selling them on the auction house. Just as interesting transmog more than anything else. Commander Bond, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. You want that? I got him to. He's been the richest for years. It's a nice guy. Is that? Are you saying Magicus is a nice guy, Darkwing? I'm not sure I'm following the conversation thread on that one. I can help with rare patterns for Tailor and Blacksmith if you want. In terms of knowing which ones to go for, Alexia, that would be very interesting. Tomcat, thank you so much for the raid. That's very nice of you. How was your stream? Can we have a shout out for Tomcat, please? Obviously the add-on maker for Tomcat Tours. Riku, 366, thank you so much for the follow. Kitten Mean coming in with the emotes. I love the Tomcat face, that's pretty awesome. Welcome everybody from Tomcat stream. For those that don't know me, my name is Samadan, and I'm currently in my garrison, but I make my gold through professions mainly, and I'm working on just filling out my professions at the moment, and also doing some anticipation stuff for Relic of the Past at the moment. Thank you, Jack, for the shout out. Delphi, Rosecrow, anyone else who came in who I missed? Bomansky, mainly selling legacy stuff. Pre-server merge you're selling for about 100,000 per week. After merge has been 200,000 per week. That sounds very good, actually. Very good indeed. It was a good stream. Had some arena fun whilst flipping tie spray linen in the background. That sounds good. Very good indeed. Thank you so much, Tomcat, for the raid. Lovely to have you here. Is it a good idea to sit on any Hexweave bags for the pre-patch or Shadowlands launch? I would try selling them during pre-patch, because obviously Shadowlands will have the new bags coming through. Whether they compete with Deep Sea bags and Hexweave bags, I think there'll be a blend of all of them. So I wouldn't worry too much about them going out with Shadowlands either. Just carry on selling them as best you can. Is it a good idea? Just read that one, sorry. Which class do you think would be best for AoE mob farming at release? AoE mob farming, I don't know. I don't do a lot myself, Bengal. If anyone else has any ideas, whichever class can still AoE mobs is one of the things, basically. And did I get Riku and Kitmane for the follows? Thank you both. Yeah, I don't know in terms of AoE farming. I guess the monk with the statue could always be a good one. Whether that works as a AoE farm, really, I'm not so sure. Monk Druid and a Mage. Yeah, I guess each of them together, like Stolpcraft is saying, would probably be a good idea that way. Right, we've done daily cooldowns on you. Wait, you have a Chewbacca onesie. I do, Tomcat. I do. And we are well on the way to reaching our target for this month, considering it's only the 6th and we're well into our target. This is going to be interesting. I can show it to people if they would be interested in seeing the onesie. Obviously not worn, but I have it in the cupboard over to the side. Shadow Priest has uncapped AoE, but it's squishy. They're the in thing, are they? Wow, that's amazing. And Same Shiz, thank you so much for the follow. Do I also do the Chewbacca voice? I can kind of do the sort of like kind of noise. That's about as far as I can go. I'll show you what it looks like. Hold on. I'll have to go full screen for this one. So we're looking at full on Chewbacca. Obviously you don't get the full effect without actually putting it on. And I'll have to put my hair down as well, which is going to be very strange as well. You have a Chewbacca coin. Oh, awesome. This is going to be good, I can tell. There we go. It's going to be... It gets really, really hot, though. That's the main problem. No problem, Alexia. Right, let's have a look at Bridget. We're doing a daily cooldown, so let's go over there and do that. Would I craft stage 1 to 3 braces and belts of the gear going away? Braces and belts seem minimal in terms of transmog appearance. I guess the completionist wanting them all will want those. Did I get that one? There we go. How many have we got? We must be close now. 26. There we go. Scrimshaw Cash just turned up. That's interesting. What's that? Reinforcements, troops ordered. That's one I hadn't heard of. Okay, that's very interesting. Put a fan under the desk. How to get pro there. That's a good idea, Susan. Definitely. Sorry. Dresbis, thank you for the idea. Let's go through openness. We haven't done anything with our engineering is woefully inadequate here. Woefully inadequate. We need to do something about this at some point. We need to collect more recipes for a start. That's the main thing. We also need to not be putting that on for 16,000. Ridiculous price that it is. Just don't have enough things on there. But I've parked engineering for the moment in favour of looking at blacksmithing and tailoring and how I can collect the recipes on those. So I want to have a look at Samadan next. I think will be the easiest one there. Taking point, put it in this one. Oh, can be Samadan. That would be awesome to see that. Bengal Turtle, thank you so much for gifting out a sub. That's incredibly kind of you. Let's jump over this way. There we go. As many the Wookiee wants. I did a how many Ewok dinners can you buy with the Chewbacca coin? So let's have a look. Yeah. Mogwai's head, robes, shoulders, and legs most used. I'm thinking so. Darkwing. Did I get everything sold in world vendors? How do you mean, Lycian? What do you mean in world vendors? I'm not sure I follow you. So sellers will get new 32 slot packs in Shadowlands or is the embroidered deep sea bag the last? No, we will get new ones, and they are significantly cheaper and more convenient to craft using lightless silk at the moment. So we will be getting better 32 slot bags, certainly. So let's have a look. So we are right. I want to look at tailoring, really. What am I missing for tailoring? Where's my Akis recipe list gone? /ARL add-ons, Akis recipe list, display options. That should be top left. And click OK. Then we'll do a /reload, and then we should see that over on the left. That should fix that one up. Is a chest nearby. Here's a video of the location if you want to get it. Oh, right, okay. Thank you, Chaos X. I wondered about that one. I didn't pick that up automatically. Who looked at the dual crafting yet? Pre-patch may have missed the stream. The BOE rings look like they're getting updated. So rather than eye level 310, they'll be 420. So eye level 87 after the squish. New opportunity for dual crafters to make some bank. Okay, that could be interesting. Some decent rings. That does sound quite good, definitely. Greater lesser magic essence prices are exploding, even with the spreading knowledge of how to get them cheaply. Dennis Riddle, that always happens when things like this come out, definitely. It's one of those things. Right, let's have a look at Akis recipe list. So in terms of things to get, tailoring patterns to get, there's a lot of stuff here. It's about working out the best and easiest way to get these, and in what kind of order. Jade Forest, we've got a few things here. Needing ember silk cloth. I'm thinking, what have we got? This is sorted by area. Acquisition. Let's have a look at some of this. Achievements, discovery, mob drops, quests, trainers, vendors. World drops is going to be the main thing here, isn't it? Trying to get some of these from drops. I wonder what sounds good. Would be a good question for this. That's a world drop. Black Temple, Mount Hyjal, Sunwell Plateau. There's a couple from there. Sunfire hand wraps and Sunfire robe. Got 3 sockets on that one. Spellcloth, Shadowcloth, Primal Nether. You just crafted 104 32 socks bags yesterday. You're all right, Forest. You've got time until Shadowlands. You've got the time between pre-patch and Shadowlands to be able to sell them. I reckon, definitely. Beer and Bunnies, good afternoon to you. Lovely to have you here. What did I miss there? Producer Raj, hi, you'll love it here. Bunch of really nice tweets. Well, thank you, Alexia, to say so. That's very kind of you. Did I miss that? Where was that reply to Producer Raj? Hold on, let me have a look. There we are. There we go. Okay, I'm not sure if you listened to Rock. Eddie Van Halen passed today. Oh really? I'm so sorry to hear that. I recognise the name. I'm not a big rock fan, but I'm aware of people. Oh, there you are, Producer Raj. I completely missed your message there. Hello everyone, Producer Raj here. Lovely to have you here, Producer Raj. Sorry I missed you coming in there. I saw Alexia's and then I missed the other one, and then I just caught your message as well. Not going to have had a greater rate of new alts being rolled and needing bags for a couple of years than you'll have in the next weeks. Exactly as Wanda Sheep said. Okay, so we're at... am I really at 77.4% on tailoring? That sounds quite good, actually. Let's look. What's a good location with lots of them? Let's have a look. Darnassus appears to have quite a few, and Orgrimmar does, but I'm not sure why. We've got all these Belt of the Depths from the vendor. I don't know why these are all here. The Vicious Ember Silks, Vicious Fireweave, and all these things. They come from Alinea in Dionysus. All of those, according to that. Why are they not in Stormwind, would be my question there. So I go to Stormwind. You've got all of these, the Vicious Ember Silk stuff here, which I've also got in Stormwind from Bolero. I'm sure I've pretty much picked up everything from Bolero. So let's go over and have a look. There's something different there. Let's go have a look. Garrison. Let's use our things like that. And then just see if we can start ticking some things through. One of the greatest guitarists. Oh, really? Of all time. Wow, that is amazing. Eruption, one of the best guitar solos with the tapping technique. I don't know what that technique is, but it sounds good. I'm not a guitar player. I'm not a musical person in the slightest, but I do appreciate someone who can play well, definitely. Oh, there we go. The Scrimshaw cache just showed up. So that is probably down there somewhere, isn't it? I'll ignore that for the moment. That's a squirrel trail. I'll just leave for now. Excited for next week's pre-patch? I am, certainly. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of change, which I'm looking forward to seeing just how the markets react. Definitely. I'm going to try the whole relic thing and see how that works. Right, let's go outside and close that one down. There we go. I take the other approach. Can't play anything well, but buy loads of instruments you can't play in the hope of some of it rubs off. That's fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. Okay, Mage Quarter. Bolero, you are in the tailoring district. I know it well. He says missing it. It's around the corner a bit more. Bolero's in here. Right, Giorgio Bolero. It was Giorgio Bolero, I believe we're looking for. So we've got everything here already known. So we have that. So what is missing here? What isn't working here with these? These are from... Oh, Alexandra Bolero. Where's Alexandra Bolero? That's you.
Open for business.
Aha. So you require... There they are. So this takes bolts of ember silk cloth for those. And dream cloth for those. Okay. Let's look at those. Bolts of ember silk and dream cloth. Dream cloth is a daily cooldown, I believe. Is it not? Dream cloth. What gives me my dream cloth? That uses dream cloth. And that's Cataclysm Patterns. Endless Dream Walkers. There's a few things we don't have there. High Society Top Hat. That would be nice to know. Okay. Okay. What do we have here? Probably got Eddie else because he was married to Valerie. I don't know them well, but that sounds cool. Make sure you have Garrison Auction House set up if you don't have the Brutal, by the way. Scourge coming to disrupt the economy for sure. Yes, there is that too, Lycian, as well. Kata is Dream and Dream Bolts with a Chaos Orb. It's not a daily. Weekly cooldown. Dream of. So these ones gives me each of these. Dream of, Hyjal, Ragnaros, and these each require bolts of Ember Silk to make those. Wow, okay. So each of those makes... does that just make one? That's going to be interesting. Okay. Deep Home, etc. will produce Dream Cloth. Yeah, so all of these. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, right, okay. So... it's a scenario-like state, so you have to opt in for it. Well, that's going to be a shame, definitely. I didn't realise it was going to be a scenario as such. So, Bolt of Ember Silk. Okay, we can make at least a few of these. So let's start with that. We've got a few of these. We're not going to use these in the relics anyway, so let's start using them now. So 5 each week, plus the one you can make using the Chaos Orb pattern. Okay. 5 a week though. That's a cooldown and a half, isn't it? It's the Dream of Destruction gets away from the weekly cooldown. You can do it continuously. There is though Dream of Destruction. Okay, we'll have to look at that one. Dream of Destruction.
Lamnakan cheered. X100.
Lamnakan, thank you so much for the cheer. Lovely to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Experienced Wrath of the Lich King pre-expansion event. It was so fun. That was what I was hoping it was going to be, at least for a while. That would have been fun. So these are going to be easy enough to buy. If I can get enough Dream Cloth for some of these. The Ashara, we need Volatile Water, we need the Chaos Orbs for this. Highjar, we've got the Volatile Life. Volatile Air and Fire. We've got a few in different places. Samadan plays well, Oreo plays well, and Trader Joe's. As well as this lot is in plays wow in there, the volatiles. We'll go and see what volatiles I have in stock, and we'll take those from there, I think. Keep an eye on what you can make with those though, yeah. Working on those recipes too. The Dream Cloth is expensive to craft. It is, definitely. Delicious, lovely to have you here. With the rest, I just craft everything you need with the Chaos Orbs. They're usually pretty cheap. So the Chaos Orb one, what was the name of the Chaos Orb one? Let me look up Chaos. That uses the Chaos Orb. That's in Unlaw's Dream of Destruction. That one. So that's not on the cooldown, and that takes 8 bolts of Ember Silk and lots of Chaos Orbs. Right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Interesting. I have this on my. Oh, there's a Horde NA link.
Adventure
Fantastic.
cheered. X500. Thank you for making my MBA applicable to a game.
You are more than welcome, Inkstand. Oh, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much. That is incredible. Thank you so much. Copy the link address. Then let's go in here. We'll make a new. Let's make a new command. It's going to be confusing, so I'm going to call it NA. NA Horde. NA Horde. Community. Let's paste that in there. Let's see if that works. I'll have to equalize these out so that they're all consistent. Let's try that one. NA Horde. Try that. Is that the right one? There we go. Easy way to get Dreamcloth, some treasure finding potions, and running Kata Heroics. Oh, can you get Dreamcloth that way? That could be interesting, actually. How much have I got in terms of Dreamcloth, actually? Because I might have some. I've got 3 in the bank, so I can at least buy some of those. Let's go see if we can get some Chaos Orbs cheap. There we go. So let's jump onto our bridge saw. What's the price? How do you get Chaos Orbs would be the first question here. I haven't really done much Cataclysm tailoring. Chaos Orb. Okay, 12 gold for 36. That seems reasonable. I'll buy those. In fact, I'll buy those at 14.98 as well. Start off with that. There we go. You don't get the Dreamcloth from Kata Heroics, but you can get the Chaos Orbs from it. Okay, and then the Potion of Treasure Finding to help out with that. Okay, I'd make a great Tauren. Probably true. Don't get the drink off. I hope we're hoarding a lot of deep sea satin. It can be used to craft those relic 5s. It can. My deep sea satin isn't that cheap, really, so I haven't been hoarding it that much. I saw a mailbox over here. Where was it? Was it around here? It's behind me. It's somewhere. There it is. Hard to see. It's hidden over there. Right, let's take our purchases. And we've also got an expire there of the Mooncloth robe. So we'll take that. And then, okay, well, what can we do? We need to go over to the guild bank, actually. Go have a look. Because we've got some of those dream of things. Well, there we go. Mark of the Hidden Satyr for 900 gold, just sold. Let's head to the bank. Let's do that first. So we want volatiles. Look away if you don't like messy banks. Reagent bank, we've got some volatile life there. And I think in the guild vault we have some more stuff there. Been cheaper on your server, down to 1 gold 25 each. Right, let's have a look here. Volatile. Oh, we've got some volatile air there. And we've also got a little... That's volcanic rock. We've got some volatile earth there as well. Okay. Okay. Your server's low pop. Do you think it'd be better off swapping to a high pop for gold making purposes? It depends on what kind of sales you get at the moment. Are you happy with the volume of sales at the moment? I would say maybe go medium or something like that. Or medium high. One more. Thank you so much. That's a whole year of support. That is incredible. Thank you. And hello Akana as well. I saw you popping in there. That is amazing, Walmart. Thank you so much for your continued support for a whole year. That is incredibly generous of you over time. Thank you. Right. I picked up that. Let's look at the tailoring. Dream cloth. Okay, so we've got a few of these we can make. We can make 11 Dream of Destructions, 1 a Dream of Hyjar, 1 a Dream of Skywall. Might as well do 1 each of these anyway. The volatile air, is quite expensive, so I probably don't want to do that. Destruction is much cheaper. Hyjar and Deep Home. Yeah, I think I'll stick with Destruction, you know. It's definitely cheaper, looking at the price of the Chaos Orbs. Let's do those instead. God, that takes a long time. I'll let that go through. Okay, right, what have we got next? All your ogre caches are starting to fly off the shelves. All this attention brought to the garrisons. Yes, Mr. Ugly. It all pays off. You know, one feeds into the other. Certainly, it's all about keeping your eye on the news and working out what's going to be the next big thing, or people are speculating on the next big thing, and then investing ahead of those people. I know when Rasheen had an interview ages ago, and she sort of like talked about her mindset about gold making, about keeping an eye on the news all the time, and reading and watching YouTube videos and looking at what everyone makes and then going on from that. It was that step ahead of it, really. That was the mark of a true gold maker, certainly. I think I'm making this big special effect as I'm doing this. I do apologise to everyone in the busiest area of Stormwind I picked for doing it. Yeah, I'm just making a great big mess here. Is something happening with garrisons? It's just a way of just generating a decent amount of flow of materials to be used for relics. Something like that. Secret of gold making, be smarter. Well, I think it's a question of understanding the market's wondership. I'm sure you can do it as much as anyone else. It's one of those things. You don't have to be incredibly intelligent, I don't think, but I think you just have to be canny, which is slightly different. Just sold one for 5k as well. Fantastic. That's fantastic. Does if any rare cloth, feel bad too in Orgrimmar. Does it for any of the rare cloth? Yeah, doing it in the middle of Orgrimmar as well. Okay, so we can... How much more bolts have we got here at the moment? We've got... I've got 46 in the guild vault, actually. I'll go grab those now whilst I've got that. Okay, Mark of the Legion from Garrison Missions for 9,000. That just gives reps for all. That is pretty good. Bolt of Ember Silk. There it is. I spotted it. See? Organised guild bank. I was straight there. Didn't even hesitate. I know where everything is. Not really. I haven't got a clue. Right, let's go over. So we can start collecting up some recipes. Let's go over to the Bolero couple. I'm assuming they're a couple. Or brother and sister. Alexandra. Let's have a look here. So we can pick up Belt of the Depths. How many dream cloth have we got now? We had some in the bank already, so we can probably afford all of this. So one of those, one of those, one of those. The blue overalls I've already got, isn't it? Dreamless belt I've just done. Ascended pantaloons, illusionary bag, enchanted spell thread, ghostly spell thread, ember silk, cowl, pants, robe, cowl, pants, robe. Fantastic. Okay, a whole load of new recipes to learn. Look at that. And what's that? Arcane crystal casing. Oh, that's a trading post part. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Campy Summer. Okay, learning recipes. This is great. I'm looking forward to this. All that organisation times pays off. Something like that, Commander One, definitely. When you just type in what you want and it highlights it. That is very true, Bengal Turtle. And when I have Addy bags to help me with my regular bags and bank as well. Are these transmog items I'm looking at or relic boosters? I don't know yet. This is mainly me wanting to collect all the recipes. Is the impetus behind this, but it ties in very nicely with the whole relic thing. I don't know which ones are going to be the good sellers. So I want to be able to craft anything. I kind of like the idea of having something in of everything. I need to change that one, Jack. I need to make it, because it's currently US. I think I should make that NA the same as the Horde. I should do a NA Alliance and an NA Horde or something like that. That should work maybe. Consecrate, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Right, let's go through there. Batman, something like that. Good time to buy before the relics launch. People start buying patterns like crazy. Yes, Mr. Ugly, that is what I've been doing for a while, certainly. Noted Hermit, thank you also for the follow. Lovely to have you here. So let's have a look. Are there any significant numbers of US Horde players? If it's just me, there's little point. I think there's probably a few Wonder Sheep, definitely. From what I remember anecdotally. So let's have a look. We've done better with our recipes now. We're up to 79%. Wow, that was good going. What are we missing? A few bits and pieces here. What should we try and get next? There's some more vendor things here. Spellfire belt, gloves and robe. So those are from Northrend. That's Shatrath. Vendor. Well, no, there's a vendor. There's two vendors. Okay. Why don't I have these already? Northrend. Northrend. They're not reputation bound, I don't think. Looking at those. Spellfire. Let's have a look in my unlearned. Spellfire. Crystal Song Forest, Shatrath City. We just haven't picked those up. Okay, so we can do those. I guess Shatrath's probably the easiest. I'm guessing. Let's have a look. We're right next to the Mage Tower here anyway. So let's run around and find some more here. Okay. Someone is slacking. OCE or Horde player, so you're with the US. Using TSM community as well. Hold on, there we go. For the horde, there we go. Soft Kitty 99, thank you so much for the follow. Anyone else stocking dredged leather for crafting mount equipment and bladders? That's probably not a bad idea, actually. The mount equipment is probably going to be useful. Right, so let's have a look. Shatrath or Old Dalaran? Old Dalaran's actually easier to get around. I'm not familiar enough with Shatrath, so let's try that. And we need to go visit someone. I need to find out who it is. I'll probably go to the tailor first because that makes more sense, and then decide whether it's someone else after that. It seems on your server. Why haven't sold in a good month? Look at Panda for tailor, as in Pandaria stuff for the sockets. Yeah, I've got quite a few of them. A lot of the Pandaria stuff is through discovery, though, isn't it? Which does make things slightly difficult. Right, which direction do I need to go in? That's the horde side. There's the trade side. So I'm going to assume it might be someone in here. Bandage trainer. Oh, wrong room. Sorry. Next room. Here we go. Spellfire tailoring specialist.
Greetings.
There we go. So we have that. We have that. We don't have the belt. We don't have the gloves. And we don't have the robe. That was easy. Okay. I like it when we can just buy them. Spellfire belt. And then Spellfire robe. And that one. Okay, we're doing well. Yeah, the sockets for the Pandaria stuff does seem quite good, I think. So, looking at our tailoring, we're doing well. A few things. That's vendor reputation. That's going to be the tricky part. The abyssal stuff and all that sort of stuff. Sylvan. I don't know whether I've got the reputation for a lot of those. I'm going to have to come back to those. Oh, that seems to have gone a bit odd. Okay, let's open that up again. Vendor. Contenders. Where's that? That's all... That's all... Why didn't I see that before? That seems to have gone a bit weird. I think a /reload's in order. Something looked a bit weird. Yeah. A lure error on that one. Teach you tailoring patterns too if you don't have all the bandages. Well, that's a good point actually, Commander Bond. Don't know about anyone else, but I'd sell yourself for a Brutosaur maybe. Had no idea I have merch for sale. It's something I don't advertise a lot. I would like to find a better supplier of my merch stuff. It's not something I've invested a lot of time in yet. We've done those. Let's go through here. Let's try Akis recipe list again. There we go. So we want to look at vendors. So this is contenders stuff. A lot of this isn't appearing. We've got the contenders chest. Is there something we're missing here? Unknown. Include all unknown recipes in the scan. Skill. Horde. We can't do Horde, can we? As retained by Horde players. Untrained specialities. Known we don't want. All professions. Quality's fine. All that ticked. All that. We don't want the retired stuff. Definitely don't want that. Okay. Maybe that isn't something we're gonna... is spirits, isn't it? For the Pandaria stuff, yeah. So discovery-wise, we've got a few different things. Oh, we've got some things here. This is reinforced sea weave. Fortified deep sea, emblazoned deep sea, eldritch, banded. Oh, these are the BFA things. I think I don't have those. Let's go back to the vendor. So these I'm not so sure on. These contenders, and then it kind of gets messed up somehow. Red linen bag in Westfall, limited supply. Do I not have that already? Wow. Okay. Okay. Go to regular unlearned for Pandaria. We'll have a look in terms of what I've got. Pandaria. I think Pandaria under unlearned. Oh yeah, here we go. Contenders. Oh, those cost. Right. I see. These cost spirit farming. That's what you're talking about. Okay. And we need some extra reputation for those as well. Okay, so those are easy enough. We can pick those up from the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. We can do that. Let's go to... I guess let's go Snug Harbour Inn, and then we can go to the portal and go from there. That should work. I don't have the spell threads. They were a good Goldmaker. I haven't done all of the spell threads. I got some, definitely. Thank you everyone for the help on that. Yeah, TSM, you love it, but check the WoW user interface. It's still good. I still use it, definitely. All the things add-on. I believe zone by zone list, vendor tracking features allow relatively easier to go completionist from professionals. Yes, I am very, very tempted to get all the things for that very reason. We were talking about it the other day after watching, well, Kuhn's doing professions at the moment, and watching Hazel do her video on all the things. It's a trap! It's a trap! Watch out! All the things, here we go. Can you imagine that? Do I think those low bags will be valuable? No, I don't. They'll just be fun to complete the collection more than anything else. I guess we need to go to Pandaria, which is over here, to the Jade Forest. Yeah, all the squirrel runs, can you imagine? I mean, I've only got 52 mounts. What could possibly go wrong? Right, let's go fly and head over this direction, I believe, for the Vale. Right, Valley of the Four Winds. There we are, Vale of Eternal Blossoms. Shrine is there. Let's just, oops, no, too far. Yeah, that's about the right direction. There we go. Let's go over this way. But then sound when you collect a new appearance or item is satisfying. Yeah, I've seen enough of Kuhn streams to see that. I don't see many multi-boxes around. But that's brilliant. I don't see many in my journeys, but it's nice to see them from time to time. Especially multiple ones like that. Migration season of druids. That is definitely migrating druids there. Another Star Wars reference. I know we've got plenty of them tonight. Okay, I need to head over the hills, I think. Let's do that. Compile a list of what could go wrong. Time frame about 8 months. We better make a list of things that don't go wrong. Very, very true. Right, where are we? We need to. Oh, we're right on top of it. That's fantastic. So the person that sells things, tailoring ones.
Advancing over the serpent's spine. You must drive them back.
Is this the right one? Where's the Spirit of Harmony vendor? Do I need to speak to someone to make this? Does it adore me? We need to travel to you instead. Do we need to use Zimboy? Down if it allies, the same as the Horde. Inside here. Inside this one? Order of the Cloud Serpent. Challenge dungeons. What's my unlearned say? Let's go down here. Contenders. Ration the Needle. Can't see a ration the needle. Building on top, inside here. Let's go left. Makes sense to go left. Ration the needle. There you are. Where are you? There you are. Tailoring supplies. What have we got? Okay, here's all our contenders stuff. And who has all the... I should have checked this first. It's all in the guild vault, isn't it? Of course it is. Let's just go and open mobile banking. That's the easiest thing. Not that one. And we'll do this one instead. Let's grab that. And spirit. Motes. I've got lots of motes of harmony and lots of spirits of harmony. There we go. 200 should do it. That should be plenty. There we go. It's a crab. Other left. Right, okay. So we've got contenders. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is easy enough. I like it when I can just buy a whole load of them. Things I haven't gotten round to. That was foot wraps was the last one. Hand wraps, pants, and raiment. And everything else we have. There we go.
May your days bring you joy.
Okay, you bought 48,000 spirits of harmony. I'm at peace now. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. Okay, let's learn. Whoops, that was the wrong button. There we go. We'll learn these. I mean, that would be nice to get the top hat, high society top hat. I'm gonna have to move this across because I'm not going to be able to click on those at the same time. Contenders satin cuffs. Use sanguicell to make expulsum. I just gave my sanguicell like a really high price, like 1,000,000 gold, and it avoided that one. Just put some more spirits of harmony on the auction house last night. Hope they sold. That would be good. Harvenger 01. Good evening to you. Lovely to have you here. How many engineering do you have crafting Yar's peculiar sauce? 12. That is a lot. That is a lot, definitely. Top hat. Does anyone here have the pattern? I don't. Didn't you have it, Vallegro, at one point, I think? Or was I mistaken for that one? It's very hard to get hold of one, obviously. Sells for a lot. And there's an Amis there. There we go. And Snow Slam, thank you so much for the follow. Lovely to have you here. Crafting cost is below 10,000. They sell for 55 on your server. Keeping it up all the time. That is a pretty good moneymaker, Derp. Very good indeed. You've got 50 to sell for Shadowlands. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we're doing really well with tailoring. Better than I thought we were going to do. Unlearn tab is looking a little bit better there. What was that? A windwool bandage. Oh yeah, we hadn't looked at the bandages as well. Cataclysm. The bandage trainers for that. And windwool bandage. What have we got here? What are we missing here in Pandaria whilst we're here? We need Golden Lotus Honoured. Golden Lotus Honoured. August Celestials Exalted. Golden Lotus Honoured. So a lot of Golden Lotus stuff there. And then the bandages from Pandaria Tailoring. Was that from this one? Let me just try. Tailoring Supplies.
You are in for a treat.
Pattern. Don't see any bandages there. I wonder where that is. Dual crafting, leatherworking, reagents, stuff like that. Okay. Can you see my vanilla tab? Let's have a look. You just go to the trainer. So let's have a look. That was the supplies, that wasn't the trainer. Vanilla Unlearned has this much. Bottomless bags, Sonara and her bags, Charted Runecloth bag, that's Silithus, World Drops, red linen bag, Jenia, thank you so much for the follow. Argent Dawn, Blackrock Depths, Timbermore Hold, world drops from those. Flare core. Lots of different bits and pieces here, really. Black rock depths for those. World creatures. Decoded True Believer clippings. Interesting. Argent Dawn. That's from Quest Sacred Cloth from Felwood. The Mooncloth boots could be useful, actually. Those would be nice. They've got a good sell price on them. Looking at those. Okay, what have we got? Go to Pandora and find Skill Master Sai in Valley of the Four Winds at the Silken Fields, and then learn Pandaria training. At the Silken Fields, right, okay. Thank you, Seawolf. Been starved for spirits for a while. I thought 12k a while back. Yeah, Blackrock was Bandit's first aid trade in Pandora as well, aren't they? Yes, exactly. Let's grab a few low-level mats for rep. All you have to do for Blackrock is grab a few low-level mats for rep. Oh yes, there's that you've got to do, isn't it? I haven't looked into that one. And there's a couple of things here. Hillsbrad Foothills, Cape of Stranglethorn from Zizek Goodstitch. Scenario and Circle Revered. Okay. Yeah, the bar thing. Yeah, they need fiery cores for that. World drops, Felwood. I need to bring up a list of things I need to do here, really. Looking at this. So, in terms of Pandaria, where were we at here? The things we didn't have. That we didn't have reputation for. Because we don't have any Pandaria reputation, really. It's just the Windwall Bandage we were looking for. Windwall Bandage, so we could be looking at First Aid Trainer. Seawolf, you had what was it? Skill My Sign, Valley of Four Winds. Windwall Bandage. Let's have a look. I need a map. Windwall Bandage. I'm a visual person. Bandage? Bandage. There we go. The spell is what we want. And that is taught by Bandage Trainer. Okay, what have we got? Jade Forest, Kunlai Summit, Jade Forest, Veil of Eternal Blossoms, Alathinel, Shrine of the Two Moons. Hold on. Shrine of Seven Tars, Shrine of the Two Moons. That's the Horde side, isn't it? So if we have the equivalent here, it's going to be in here somewhere, I would say. Let me just scroll back up. Hold on. Reputation is easy. You have the stomach to farm Zandalari rares that drop account bound rep tokens. All right, okay. There's cooking supplies, herbalism supplies. Something makes me think it's on the other side of here, but I'm not sure. There's the engineering stuff. Till time walking since gives bonus reps for that expansion. Yeah, that's another thing to think about. Inscription, enchanting, jewel crafting, mining, blacksmithing, leatherworking. All the professions are here. Reagents is there. Vanishing powder. Yeah, so this is actually a bit of a mystery slightly. What was the other one we mentioned? Bandage Trainer in the Storm Shield, Wall Spear. They're all in the Jade Forest. Healer Nan, Shrine of Seven Stars. Okay, let's look at that. So Healer, where am I? I am in the Shrine of the Seven Stars. Just looking at that little map. I think this is the wrong way round. I think it's near what I would think would be the engineering way is this one. That's the engineering side. So let's look on the other side of here. Looking at the shape of the map. I would think in here is a bandage trainer.
Tell me of your
There
travels.
we go, Windwall bandage. Oh, well, we've got a few different things here. Let's just scoop these up now. Fantastic. There you are. I need to train that. There we go. Bandage is done. That's easier. If you use your TSM tab, use TSM and tab plus click, you can press a button to max way easier. That's for making your other stuff, isn't it? Okay. Q, is there any way to have dynamic auction amounts based on the average sold per day? Dynamic auction amounts, I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I hope to see you again soon.
I tend to just split mine into groups that way. I keep it simple that way around. Right, we're doing even better on tailoring. So how are we doing? 82% on tailoring. That's amazing. We got some easy ones there. We've got a few more vendor ones that are in different places. How are we doing on this? So this is Dalaran. So that's Tanaris. Shatrath is the Eben Shadow Bag. Why didn't I pick that one up in Dalaran? Recipes bind on equipment. Is that actually... I've never heard of that Eben Shadow Bag. Is that even available? Yes, you can have dynamic auction amounts. Okay, thank you, Hellrider, for the correction on that one. How would you set that up? Let me think. In your operations, crafting operations, restock quantity, what would you do? Oh no, you want auctioning operations, aren't you? You're thinking of if you was to make one and have a look. Okay. Dalaran is a frozen orb trader for sampans. You know for sure leatherworking. Okay, we can have a check on there. Post cap is a number. The Eben contains the heirloom trinket, right? I don't know, Jack. I hadn't heard of that that bag before. That was new to me. Let me check here under unlearned. Ebon shadow bag. 20 slot bag, 30,000 gold. Netherweb spider silk. Interesting, from Shatrath and from Crystal Song Forest. I think it was a soul shard bag before. Oh right, for the for warlocks. That would make sense. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look. So Linna Brooder. NPC. Where are you? You're in... Where is that? Shadowweave Tailoring Specialist. Found in Dalaran. Let's go try that one. This is the wrong Dalaran, I know. Or is it the right Dalaran? No, we want Northrend Dalaran, so we'll just jump through the portal and go back that way to Crystal Song Forest, I think, from looking at that. That would be better. There we go, so let's go here. Thank you, Vallegro. This will be the last thing we do, I think. On our squirrel trail for for completing our recipe collection, which is really good fun, actually. Yeah, old Dalaran we want for this. So pattern, even, shallow, bag, there we go. Sold by Lina in Old Dalaran. Lina Brooder is in there. So where's that? Let's go have a look. Old Dalaran's in here. It's in a building of sorts by the looks of things. Just not one I recognise. Is it in the middle somewhere? It looked like a hall. Seems to be working. Okay, fantastic. Put it in the post cap, something based on DB region sold per day. Right, thank you, Hellrider. That is very useful. I haven't tried that out myself. I thought you could just put figures in there. Right, looking at this. Nothing looks like it did there. Okay, hold on. Yeah, sort of a hidden new 4.10 feature. Right, where are you, Lina Brooder? Cantrips. Oh, this is in. This is underground in the underbelly area. Let's go have a look. Where would that be? I have to fly for this. That would be if we look. Where is it? Down here. Down here. And then over in the corner, this side, cross over. This is right in the corner. This is very interesting. And somewhere here we have, somewhere in here, I think. Can we get up there? Don't think we can. You're supposed to be around here. Where are you? I don't see you. I don't see you on my map. Okay. I've got it targeted with a skull. And according to... I'm in Old Dalaran. I wonder if I can get up higher or something. Okay. Look around, there's a way up. I think so. I think if I go up here and to the right again. Cantrip and crows. What have we got here? Slash tar Lin. You're not here. Let's look around that side. No, can't see you that side. Can't get down that way. Circle of Wills. Maybe I can just get up this ladder. Nope. What's around here? It's interesting that the TSM team have put in a lot of Shadowlands code into TSM 4.10, but does not work on the beta or PTR. But it's really nice to see that they're really busy. Oh, that sounds good. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit odd, this one. I might have to leave this for the moment, because it said over there, according to the wowhead, but I can't see it here. Slash tar Lin. So you're not there now. It's definitely when I'm in the middle here. Yeah. The map is wrong. Okay. Check comments. Aha. Right. Okay. Comments say map shows she's not in the underbelly. She's inside the tailoring shop on the second floor. Okay. Right. That's better. It's not under here. That would explain it. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Darkwing. Let's go have a look. I'm overrunning here because I'm looking for this damn tailoring pattern. But I'll leave it here and we'll find Lina afterwards. Over on the tailoring shop somewhere. Over here, I'd imagine. Looking at that. That's the gunsmith. And that's the arsenal slash Tarlin. Oh, we haven't seen her here at the moment. Okay, we'll come back to that. Certainly, okay. Right, let's go. Yeah, squirrel hunts for the win, definitely. Right, okay, that is me done for tonight. Thank you everyone for hanging out in the chat tonight. It was absolutely lovely to have you on this tailoring journey and garrison journey we did. We got up to 82% on tailoring. I think that's probably the highest I've gotten on anything. Enchanting, oh no, enchanting's actually at 80, enchanting's at 84%. So I'm doing very well on that as well. I'll make a collector out of myself yet. There we go. Let's have a look, see who is on. So you said we had. Who's got? Anota. We have. No, I haven't done Dave in a while actually. Let's go send some love over to Dave.
Butcher, what happened?
Just mute that. There we go. What was the add-on show my percentage? That was using Akis recipe list. I got for that one. Let me just copy that. Missed out that. There we go. Okay. Slash raid. Okay, thank you everyone. My next stream, what day are we on? Tuesday, so I won't be doing one tomorrow. So my next stream will be Thursday evening. So hopefully I will see you then. Thank you all for such a lovely stream. Lovely to have you here. Thank you all for the amazing support earlier. Thank you to my wonderful mods for being my wonderful mods. And thank you all to my wonderful viewers for being my wonderful viewers. And from Oreo and Cookie, who aren't here at the moment, we wish you a very, very good night. Taylorbait, thank you so much for the follow. And we'll send a raid over to the Sheriff Dave. There we go. Thank you everyone. Happy gold making, and I'll see you very soon.